on time and under budget. My God, he's back with a vengeance. Oh, hello, chatters, pre-chatters. Me button up my shirt here. just got ready. Just got ready. Bro, button up that shirt. The fuck? Okay, no. Relax. Relax, big fella. Relax, all right? Cheers to that. Happy partner anniversary. Ooh, goes down smooth. Happy partner anniversary. Hello. Oh, thank you so much for the many. Am I crazy? Or is it everybody's partner anniversary this week? Did they just reset it or something? I feel like every stream I've gone to, it's been their yeah. yeah. I mean, I gave myself partner. Do you guys know the story? Is when I worked at Twitch, I just went in the staff account and I changed the flag in the back end to be partner. I never earned it. And in fact, it caused me a lot of trouble way later on because I didn't do it through the system. They didn't have my tax documents or whatever set up. So I never got included in any betas. I never got, but I guess that makes sense because I'm more of a Sigma. So why would I be hanging out with betas? It doesn't. Happy partner anniversary to me. Hey, Big A, saw you at the RNC. Yes, did you guys see my speech at the RNC? Really powerful stuff. Really powerful stuff. I took down the wokes. That was me, folks. That was me. You don't have to worry about the woke mind virus anymore because of my speech. Let's go. You were the bald guy in glasses? No, that was the Teamsters guy who had the only good speech of the RNC. Where he lambasted corporate greed. Is that sarcasm? I mean, no, not really. Yeah, to that audience, telling them that the real enemies are the corporate elites, that's crap. I mean, they weren't even cheering. I'm glad someone told them. Were you the guy with the fat bulldog? No, I don't know who that is. What I really liked was, what did I like? Amber Rose's speech, because Amber Rose had a clip not 2 days before where she was like, yeah, you know what? I really like Satanists because they help people get abortions. like 2 days before, and now she's speaking at the RNC. They literally don't care, bro. All you have to say is I like Trump, and you can get up there. That's all you have to say. Who's JD Vance? I'll talk about JD Vance today. I got a little mini breakdown on JD Vance. Why the fuck was she there? That's a great question. Millennials rise up. Let the record show Illinois had an earthquake, tornado, and a flash flood before we had a big A stream this week. What is that? Am I supposed to time my streams around natural disasters to make sure you don't get a triple threat? What is that? That's just a random coincidence. That doesn't mean anything. I certainly can't plan for it. Hey, I'm going to be a one earbud Andy this stream. And if you guys think that's cool, let me know by saying yes. Because my left ear kind of hurts. It kind of hurts, so I don't want to put show us the bullet wound. Yeah, it's the same. It's actually, it's in honor of Trump, dude. I got the same ear. No, I just scratched it up a bit so I wanted to be, just like him. No, it's like, it hurts on the inside. I don't know. I honestly, this is going to sound gross, but I feel like I got so much sweat in it playing basketball that maybe it's like, I don't know. There's like a pimple in there or something. I don't know. That is a thing. Yeah, I don't know. It just kind of hurts. It's not like an ear infection. It's not deep. It's like right there. I think, I don't know. Ear glancer. What's up, everyone? Good to see you. Happy partner anniversary to all of us, really, but mostly to me. I got an ear pimple from wearing earbuds for too long. That's definitely what it is. Yeah, you know what it may be, though, is I play basketball like at 1 a.m. with earbuds in, and I get really sweaty. Do you think that might cause it? Like, I'm just like, and it, interesting. Yeah, that'll do it. Only if you're missing threes. Couldn't be me then, because I drained my threes, dude. Call me the white Bronny James. How do they even know your partner anniversary when you just said it yourself? No, I don't think it's real. I legitimately think Twitch reset it for everybody or something, because every streamer I've seen this week has the same partner anniversary. How could it possibly always be? It doesn't seem right. Bro is the Latino Larry Bird. I got ear pimples just from earbuds in Zoom calls for too long. That's your first time chat message? It's too specific. First of all, if you're going to have a first time chat message, have it be happy partner anniversary, or have it be, hey, glizzy glizzy. All right. The two classics. I don't need to know that much about you and your ear pimples just yet. Ease in. You guys need headphones and speakers. I told you I can't use speakers. I can't just like play music on my phone because I'm playing at an empty park at 1 a.m. and there's homeless people around it and I wake them up. I got to be as quiet as I can. All right. Invite them to ball. I can't think of anything ruder. It's like so deep on the rude scale than shaking awake a homeless man and passing him a basketball and be like, hey, let's go. Come on. Let's go. Let's hoop. You can probably build a house for them with all the bricks. That's not very nice. You know, I'm really working on my shot. And so, you know, I won't be dissuaded by your taunting, okay? Putting up bricks is part of the process to getting a better shot. Okay? If you only do things that you're already good at, then you'll never get good at them. You understand? So you can't you'd be doing more for homeless people than Rishi Sunak? That's the lowest bar I could possibly imagine. I would not be surprised if Rishi Sunak spit on homeless people that he passes by. It's so easy to clear that. Rishi does Hawk Tua. Bro, I couldn't find a way to fit this in any of the presentations I'm trying to give you. So I'll just, let me just see if I can show it to you right now. This was so funny. I was reading like Ad Age or something, and it linked out to this. It was the Hawk Tua girl's new manager reveals what's next for her. There are endless opportunities. And it's like 2 days ago. And the manager is talking about how like they're doing a podcast, a reality show, traveling around the world, appearances, American Idol, multiple horror films, a book tour, a tour of Europe. Like she literally just said Hawk Tua on that thing. Society is so crazy, dude. This woman is gonna have a book tour. That's crazy. Obviously, I'm getting VIP tickets, dude. Hawk Tour 2025. But it's crazy. She made like fucking 400 grand off official merch already. Personally, that's the stuff that wasn't even made by other people that stole from her. There's going to be a podcast, acting, reality, yeah, speaking tour. There's going to be a speaking tour. I'm reading. She's going to go out there and tell her story and what has happened since that magical night. The magical night when someone interviewed her on her phone, she said Hawk Tua. That's fucking sick. She's been on like 3 podcasts. That's just the beginning. It is funny. You know how there's this saying that everyone gets their 15 minutes of fame. And, you know, she would normally be an example of that. I did think this was funny. I want to give her full credit. She named her production company, which she has a production company now. She named it 16 Minutes LLC, which is really clever. That's clever. That's very clever to me. How much Hawk Tua merch have you bought? Dude, the number is so high I don't even want to say it. I just want to be part of this American cultural phenomenon, this moment. Okay, yeah, I got the hat. Yeah, I got the shirt. Who would win, Trump or Hawk Tua girl? I think Biden should step down and put Hawk Tua girl up in his place. I think that is what they need to turn the tides. Been saying that. You have that hat? Hey, thank you. Fieldcodes.co. Hillary Clinton voice. Walk to the polls and vote on that thing. That was a tweet. Hey, even if you stole from a tweet, I'm glad I heard that. That's very funny. That's very funny. Hey, thank you for the 16 months. Dipperoonie. Radical Ramen, thank you for the 12 months. Ludsy, thank you for the 37 months. Hey, Captain Trock, long-time watcher, first-time chatter. You're actually a long-time chatter and moderator. Recently saw that NVIDIA did a green out marketing stunt. Good work on that. That was many years ago now. I don't think that you recently saw that. Thank you so much for your deeply irony-poisoned message. Damn, I really kicked it out of the park with the green out, though. If Atrioc and Ludwig were on a ticket together, who'd be the VP, who'd be the Prez? I think he'd be the Prez. He's got the presidential hair, unfortunately. Hey, Atrioc, is your Twitch anniversary old enough to go to kindergarten? What a weird question. Is kindergarten 5? I actually probably my Twitch, yeah, it's way older. No, my Twitch partner anniversary is like 10 years old. Because I gave it to myself when I started working at Twitch. I just gave it to myself in the back end. I didn't stream. I just had it. I was partnered for 8 years or something before I streamed. Or like 6 years. Unk streaming with Day 9. No, but like, that's who was popular. Like, Day 9 would be one of the people I'd be watching at the office where I secretly gave myself a partner. That happened. I'm Vichy. Thank you for the 7 months and the streak. Hey, Atrioc, first time watcher, long time chatter. That doesn't make any sense. Doesn't make any sense. Are you telling me that every day you open up twitch.tv/Atrioc/chat and you just type whatever you see, but you've never actually turned into the stream? How are you guys all saying yep? How are you responding? How are you responding to what I'm saying? How are you responding to what I'm saying if you can't see? Lucky, I guess. So consistently lucky. No, I am not pro the Albertsons Kroger merger. I actually talk about it specifically. So I think you could even have a video where I talk about it. But in general, big companies merging is something I'm not pro. They use their consolidated power, to harm consumers with prices and harm employees by decreasing their wages because they have nowhere else to go. I don't think, however, they're going to call it Krobertsons. If that's your worry, if you don't care about the economics of it and you just are worried they're going to call it Krobertsons, don't worry so much about that. They're not going to call it Alberta. Atrioc hates freedom. Yeah, you're right. That must be it. It must be the freedom that I hate. Quack, thank you for the 46 months. 46 months. Can I call you Brampton instead of Brandon? It's a city outside of Toronto. I got two responses to that. First of all, don't call me Brandon. 46 months and we work together is not enough. You call me Atrioc. All right, Quack. You're not even. Let's back up. Second of all, don't call me Brampton, a city out of Toronto. Toronto's over, little bro. Drake lost the war. Canada's last chance. Everyone from Canada needs to pretend they're not from there, especially Toronto. What about can we call you Bompton? Yes. I guess based on that logic I just set up, you can call me Bompton. But it's probably not great, all right, for my entire chat to cosplay as Los Angeles Bloods. That's probably not the greatest idea. That's probably not a good direction for us to go as a community. But I guess it's better. If I had to pick, it's better than Brampton. What the fuck? What do we even know about Brampton? Brampton in Canada what is it known for? Well, we know that one day ago, a man was arrested for attempted murder. He was on a Canada-wide manhunt, and he hid in Brampton. This guy. All right? So, probably not the best place. Brampton. It's the most populous city in the greater Golden Horseshoe urban area behind Mississauga and Toronto. So it's the third? It's the third most populous city in the greater Golden Horseshoe area? What kind of that's the title line in their Wikipedia? That's fucking trash, dude. Oh, also there's this. There's a title. Wait, why does it have a sound? I have an overlay that I've given to Atriarchy Studios so they can put over the screen to promote things like our upcoming live show. Atriarch, I got an internship at OpenAI Poggies. Well, actually, congrats. That's a top tier internship for the future. That on your resume is going to get a fucking massive salary. I got to be honest with you. Almost anywhere. If you actually got it, big congrats. You're lying. timing you out. I'm absolutely timing you out. What a stupid thing to do. I'm absolutely timing you out. What? That's wasting my time. Wasting everybody's time, dude. I was trying to give you a sincere congratulations. And then segue into talking about possibly the dangers of OpenAI. You can't go on the internet and tell lies, bro. Not to fucking Bompton. I'm coming around. I'm coming around, dude. I'm coming around. You need to stop saying it? Okay, relax, Quag. This is kind of on you. This is kind of your fault. I met a Google engineer who's currently getting poached by OpenAI with over 800K comp. Yikes, dude. 800K comp. Big sheesh. Big sheesh. They're lying? I mean, they could be lying about knowing somebody, but that is the comp rate that you would get as like a senior engineer going to OpenAI. Hey, curious, are you excited for Evo? Sure, I'll watch some of the stuff at Evo. Yeah, for sure. I will definitely do that. I am not a big... outside of Melee, I don't watch as much, but, you know, the grand finals would be sick. I'll watch some stuff for sure. I'm sad they dropped Melee, though. Justice for fucking Melee. Hey, Big A, it's me, Crimps. Says it right here to the left. I just liquidated most of my positions, and now I'm worried what to do with my money. I was worried if you could walk through a quick and easy way to commit tax fraud so I don't have to pay capital gains. That would be so poggers of you. A quick and easy way to commit tax fraud so you don't have to pay capital gains. This is after you've already sold. You know what you can do? So there's this investor. Her name is Kathy Wood. Kathy Wood does the ARC Innovation Fund. And she is probably one of the worst investors. She's only famous because she went all in super brain dead ape on tech stocks in 2021. And they all went to the moon. And they were calling her some kind of fucking genius. Holy shit. She's just so fucking smart. And then ever since then, she's just made so many incredible self-owns. But recently, one thing she said was, I'm hoping I can find it. Like this is within the past day or two. This is funny. This is on her Wikipedia. She's one of the third highest wealth destroyers. She lost $7.1 billion of shareholder value in 10 years. Yeah, I mean, she's had terrible fun. Everyone has put her money with her as, like, she, for example, like, managed to, in the past few years, buy millions of dollars of NVIDIA and lose money. She, like, bought at the exact wrong time and sold at the exact low. I think she bought it like the 21 peak and sold right after it did. I mean, nearly impossible to do. She lost money on NVIDIA. She lost money on a lot of things. But I'm sorry, I can't find her exact quote. But it was, oh, here it is. Wait, this is it. She was defending all her losses by saying, as a result, our trading-related capital tax losses should offset trading-related capital tax gains for years. An underappreciated asset. Now, to break that down, what she's saying is, if you lose money trading stocks, you can deduct it from money you made to cancel out your taxes paying. And she's saying, we've lost so much fucking money that we're never paying taxes again. Because no matter how much we make, it'll never make up for the fucking amount we've already lost. That's what she's with this sentence. I mean, this got roasted. This got roasted by, you know, every series. But that's your plan. So if you just made a bunch of money on capital gains, all I need you to do is have a bunch of capital losses to offset it. And then you're good to go. Atrioc, I'm looking to buy my first car. It's been hell looking for a used one. How bad is it to really buy brand new? I'll be honest with you. I would love to weigh in and give you some really sage of wisdom here, but I think all the old school wisdom doesn't hold up to this exact moment. I know that used cars are uniquely expensive right now, and there's high demand for them. And so it's not as easy, or it's not a normal environment. You should generally, I mean, I still think you should take the time to try to buy used in a way you can afford. I recently heard a stat that 82% of UK cars on the road are leased. And the number is not as bad as America, but we have more insane payments. It's like I think leasing a car is generally bad. You don't even own the car, you're paying payments. And then buying a car you can't afford with huge payments is also bad. So, the general idea is to just buy almost in full a car you can afford. That's like the sage, that's the Jay-Z type wisdom, 1995, reasonable doubt. We don't lease, we buy the whole car as you should, but I understand things are a little bit different now, and I don't want to give you like a fucking hard and fast. So I don't know, man. I would just avoid getting locked into here's the biggest mistake a regular American might make is like, oh, I can afford this monthly payment. I don't care about the rest of it. I'll sign on the dotted line. And then they get a fucking 2024 Jeep Grand Cherokee or whatever for 80 grand, and they're paying that till they die, and it's worth half the second you drive it off the lot. And that's the classic. That's like the classic fuck up that you might do. Just don't do that. Then you're already good. Big A, was the Secret Service in on it or just grossly negligent and to be held accountable? If you are correct in assuming that anytime there is a Secret Service government conspiracy, they only tell the streamers. So the first thing that it was called me. They said, Big A, we got to let you in on a secret. And XQC was on the call too. It was me, XQC, and they said, we're going to plan a secret assassination of Donald Trump. But we want you guys to know. So just be sure to not leak it. Kai Cenat was there. Yeah. The plan was to shoot off only one ear. Couldn't have gone better. Donald Trump's music teacher hired an assassin to shoot off one ear so he would quit trying to learn the piano because it was so bad. That's the fucking secret no one will say. That's the fucking secret. Operation Holyfield. Hey, Big A, I bought half a flat of blackberries. How do I eat them all before they go bad? Speaking of blackberries, I have nothing to tell you about your insane predicaments where you have to eat half a flat. What does that mean? Like the UK word for an apartment? What does that mean? Speaking of blackberries, I went to basketball on Sunday, and we were playing with Connor Dog VA, and I think his first time seeing an orange ball, a ball that wasn't. He tried to kick it with his feet. He did not understand He did not understand the game. It was a very difficult process for him, but we got him there. And we played basketball, and it was fun. Nice guy. I met him before, but he's always a nice guy. And after that, we go out to dinner, have a good time, and then decide to go to dessert. And the problem is, I made a big stink. We were choosing what place to go to dinner, and I was like, they wanted to go to an Italian place. And I was like, I like that Italian place, but I hate their desserts. And so I was kind of like rallying the troops to go somewhere else. But eventually, the other place we wanted to go was close. We go back to the Italian place. We go there. And we get there, and we finish our meal, and our meal's great. And then the guy's asking if I want dessert, and I was like, bro, I don't want the dessert here. We got to go somewhere else. We got to get like a good dessert. Not Chili's. I don't think that Sea Dog is ready for Chili's. Do you know what I'm saying? I feel like if you're from the UK, your palate isn't refined enough. Actually, I was joking, but actually I'm going to be serious. One of the first places I suggested for dessert, I was like, hey, there's this place where in LA where they take an actual lemon, they freeze it, then they scoop out the inside, and they put lemon ice cream in there, and you eat lemon ice cream out of a frozen lemon, and it's fucking delicious. It's like phenomenal. And he had a face of actual disgust. And he was not interested at all. He's like, no, I would never eat that. And then he's like, the only way I would eat that, and this is, he was joking, but he did say this, is if they put beans in it. He's like, yeah, they should haul out the lemon and put frozen beans in it. So, literally, okay, he wouldn't have it. So we had to fucking figure it out. Anyway, we settle on a place. That makes pie. They're known for their pie. It's an LA place known for their pie. And we're like, okay, this is all a win. And it's a little far, but it's walkable, so we don't have to all drive. So we walk all the way to this fucking pie place, big group. We sit down. They let us in. It's a little, there's a lot of, it's not that busy, but there's people there. And we sit down there and we wait for 45 minutes. They don't send a single person to our table to even ask for water or say hi or anything. 45 minutes. We're just sitting there and Connor's getting pissed and he's like he's like, is it rude? Is it rude to like go say something? We did say something. We went up there and we said something, but we can't get them to get us pie. Finally, we go to the front. We leave our table. We go to the front. We're like, hey, we would like some pie. Can you please give us some pie? Then he goes, don't worry about it. Sit back down. It's like, don't worry about it. I got a guy on the way. Sit back down. Okay. Well, we are a little worried about it because it's been 45 minutes. We're just sitting. No one's even come by. So then we sit down and now it's like coming up on, literally like midnight. It's getting fucking late. This is like a 24-hour place, but we're waiting. And nobody comes. And eventually, we I don't remember what time. We started 11:55. We're leaving. It's been too long. It's been like literally an hour 20. So we get up to leave. I decide, fuck it. I'm too hungry. I have to have some fucking pie. So I get back in the line at the front. I'm just staring at the guy. I'm staring him down. Everybody else is walking out. I think they walk and go to the 7-Eleven next door or whatever. I sit in the fucking line. I get all the way to the front. I go, hey, I would like some pie to go. And he's like, oh, do you want us to go to your table? Where's your people? I'm like, they left. They fucking left because nobody came by. I would like some pie, sir. And he's like, oh, okay, what pie do you want? I was like, I want blackberry pie. Give me a slice of your blackberry pie. And he goes, fine. Takes him literally 2 seconds. Because the pie is right fucking there. They're not cooking it fresh. He just grabs the pie, fucking cuts it, hands it to me. Takes him 2 seconds. We could have all had the fucking pie. I'm furious. So I get the pie. I fucking tip him 19% to let him know. To send a fucking message, I tip 19%, okay? He will feel that. He will feel that 1% sting, okay? Then I walk outside. Everyone is waiting outside with their fucking ice cream from 7-Eleven, which all looks fine, or their snackies. I open this fucking thing. It is the most disgusting, not disgusting. It's the most mid-looking pie I've ever seen in my entire life. I take a bite. It's bad. My night is ruined. Ruined, dude. The whole fucking saga. It is the worst pie ratio. It's like so clearly like a fucking Costco pie that's been sitting there. It's like there's no. So that's my thought on BlackBerry. And anyway, then we walked back, and then I played basketball at 1 a.m. and got my ears all sweaty. Uh, I hate to have a moral obligation to tipping. Wait, I don't think you would have had to tip. I only tip in that situation. I don't know. I have like a. I feel like I'm being too. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I listen. I think it's no problem if you didn't tip. They did not send someone for an hour 20. Then they just gave it to you to go at the end. The guy at the front just gave it to you to go. It wasn't even like a service at your table. I don't think you have to tip. But I tipped. Uh, I recently found out the norm isn't 15% anymore. Sag. I mean, the norm is kind of whatever you want. They're obviously people are getting frustrated with the norm changing on things you didn't have to tip before. Now you do, and they flip around the thing, and it's like 50% is one of the options. It's like, dude, or the ones where it's like, you buy something for $5, so it doesn't even do a percent. It's like a $3 tip, $1, $2, $3 tip, or whatever. It's like, okay, well, you're not. What's the math on that? I think the reason I tip, I'm gonna be honest with you, is because in the moment, I never want to hit that custom amount. I think the idea of hitting custom, typing 0 and hitting enter is like it's too much for me. It says more than I want to say. But that's how they get you. 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 I looked the server dead in the eye as I hit the 0 button. Chatter who says that, who's never left his house in 13 years. Yesterday, let's flip this script and ask the server for the tip. I probably should have. I should have brought my own fucking iPad out and asked him for a tip for my fucking ability to even stay at this service of establishment. I had someone ask me how to tip me 0, and I deadass had to walk them through how to stiff me. It's funny to ask. It's funny to ask the like the waiter. How do I tip nothing? Can you? I don't know how this thing works. They're so tough to me. Can you? I laugh and I look at them while hitting 0. If it feels right, and I chuckle and say, huh, really? While staring them down, hitting 0. You're not, okay. This fucking LARPing is getting out of hand. None of you guys are fucking Clint Eastwood, fucking Giga Chad's 2 fucking twin 6-shooters as you, wah, 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 as you stare down tipping culture, okay? I understand that it is getting out of hand in some areas. And certainly, if you don't have the means or whatever, don't feel obligated to tip, but you're not a fucking the savior of mankind. You're not a hero. They'll know you as tipless. Hey, Big A, I got an Enron hat from my dad who works in NYC Finance, and he said he can't wear it to work or he'll get jumped. Jumped by who? Who's still standard bearing for Enron in 2024? They went out of business in 2001. It's been so long. 23 years, bro. They got shooters? I don't think they do. That's the thing is I disagree that Enron has shooters. Are you for or against Enron? Is that a serious question? You wrote that so seriously. Is it a serious question? What am I doing? What is anything sticking ever? Is there? What is there any single fact getting through at all? Um, uh, did you have a guy get mad at you in the elevator? The guy that got mad at me was a TaskRabbit mover I hired to help me get stuff out of my apartment. And he was an older guy, and he was helping me move, and I had my Enron hat on as I was moving my fucking bed frame and shit. And he was like, Enron? Those guys are fucking crooks. I was like, bro, I'm way, way too young to have worked at Enron. I don't know if you, maybe you're not, maybe I don't look it. There's no way I was fucking 9 years old when they were committing fraud. I wouldn't, it's not like they went unpunished. Yeah, it is. It's interesting because Enron is one of like the last examples of corporate fraud even being punished at the executive level, like with a CEO doing jail time. That's rare now. FTX? FTX is a great example. No, FTX too. FTX is great, actually. But then, it depends on what they give the other members of the FTX conspiracy. Because they got a lot of executives at Enron. Although there is the one guy, little Enron story that I love to tell is the guy, I forget his name. I'm so sorry. Asian guy. What was his name? Whatever. Anyway, one of the guys at Enron, Lupai, I believe that's who it is. Lupai. He was married but loved strippers. And so at one point his wife catches him going to all these strippers all the time, and he has to get divorced. And as part of the divorce, he has to split all of his assets. And so in order to split them, he sells all, 300 million of his Enron stock at the peak. At the peak. And so he also quits the company. He quits the company, deals with his divorce, sells all his stock, gets out clean. The stock collapses not long after. Everyone involved with the company at the high level starts getting tried for fraud and arrested or whatever. He gets out clean, is now the largest landowner in Colorado. All because he loved strippers. He's now like incredibly wealthy, off the grid, insane twist of fate. Moral of the story, not a good one. Not a good one. Not a good one. God rewards his bravest soldier. I don't know what makes him brave. not talking to girls takes courage even when you pay them. That's the lesson. He was courageous because he talked to a woman that he was paying. Interesting. Extremely interesting. Seems to be an interesting theory. What else happened? What else happened in the last 2 days? Anyway, yeah, Sunday was really fun. It was good to see Connor. Good to play basketball. I'm getting a little better every week, bro. Getting a little better every week. Dude, I gotta feel like, does anyone else feel like, how do I put this? Basketball is already destroying American football among younger people. Destroying. I mean, football is still the bigger sport because there's more boomers. But basketball is already destroying it. I feel like with how many content creators, and I'm talking about people much bigger than me, who are getting into basketball, doesn't it feel like it's about to become a tidal wave? It feels like it's becoming a tidal wave, dude. I feel like it's gonna actually, I feel like basketball is gonna fucking, I feel like you flash forward 10, 15 years, NFL's might lose their spot, bro. Football doesn't have Caitlin Clark. Wait, what does that mean? Caitlin Clark, you're saying, is so bad for basketball that it'll keep it from passing football. That doesn't seem likely. That's your West Coast bias. I mean, for sure, I am in a basketball bubble, but I'm talking about the fact that I don't see creators doing anything American football related, and like Mr. Beast plays basketball. That's what I'm saying. I feel like there's got to be something to that. Literally Sketch. I've already mentioned Sketch and Madden specifically, but Sketch is a Madden creator, are the number one driver of youth into football watching. I've already mentioned that. I agree with that. But it feels to me, I wonder if there's stats. Let's look into it. Okay, here's a thing from 2019. Youth choosing basketball over football. Okay. There's something there. Oh, what about, NFL YouTube. NFL YouTube? Let's see. Videos. NBA YouTube. Videos. Hard to tell. I can see that. Social Blade. Social Blade NFL. All right, so they got 41 million video views in the last 30 days. What about the NBA? NBA Social Blade. Let's see. Double, bro. Double the views on YouTube. Interesting. Then international success. True. I'm just saying, very interesting. I think there's some cope, is all I'm saying. I feel like it's cope. But I wish I had more viewership stats versus football. Let's see. This is interesting to me. I would like to get the actual answer rather than Atrioc Studios. Basketball is in a 14-year lead over baseball, soccer, football, and ice hockey as the country's most popular participatory sport. That means what kids actually play. Interesting. Global viewers. Dude, I can't find any like hard viewership numbers. I would love to get this. NBA final viewership. Dude, the finals sucked this year. I'm surprised anyone watched it. The NBA finals this year was trash. Trash product. Trash games, trash product. Not fun at all to watch. You can't pay me to care about Jason Tatum. Well, I just want to, dude. I think this would be easier to find. Young people watching sports basketball. Gen Z viewers are losing interest in live sports. Gen Z enjoys live sports less than their generations. Here we go. Football retains dominant position as favorite U.S. sport. However, among young people, they're twice as likely as older adults to name basketball as their favorite sport. Interesting. Still not hard numbers. I would love to get hard numbers. Gen Z is soft. That's what it is. Remember when esports would always punch down on the NHL and their viewership data? Yeah, that was a huge thing. If you worked in gaming or esports, especially around like 2014, 2018 era, they would always like combine every possible esports viewership tournament into one and say we passed the NHL. and it would be in every deck, no matter what it was. If you were making like a new fucking rubber mouse for gamers, you'd be like, and you look at these stats, the way esports is growing, it's past hockey and soon to pass baseball. Pretty soon it'll pass basketball and football and be the number one. Like at the rate of, it had nothing to do with their product or what they were doing. Did you do this? No, but we would get decks all the time. We would get these PowerPoints that had that exact stat. Do you think esports can ever be mainstream in the US? It's fairly mainstream already, bro. It's big. People watch it. Shit. It's just like a generational divide. Thank you, Walker, for the 16-month streak. I maintain that hockey is the most fun sport to watch play. Bro, this bro's Canadian. Hockey's got you so much gear, bro. It's such a... You got to get all this stuff. You got to... I'm not going to go fucking play that shit. I can see if you like to watch it. I mean, I don't... It's not... Watch one game of the AFL and you will change your mind. I can tell you with sincere, deep, in my core honesty that I will not. Even if I watched it and I fucking loved it, There is zero shot in all the world that I would go out and buy fucking hockey gear and go play. That's crazy. It just wouldn't happen. But I appreciate your passion and your fandom. All right. Oh, AFL is Australian football. We were talking about hockey. Wait, you think I'm going to play what? I'm going to play Australian football? I'm going to find a Los Angeles group of Australian football players? No, dude. I think I'm going to keep playing basketball, honestly. Hassan had two of them right now. It's funny because those two of them I saw him playing basketball. So, cultural victory maybe. We weren't all, the whole group wasn't playing Australian football, but they were playing basketball. This is interesting. Just play Quidditch. Okay, we've solved it. I do think we can solve this by saying all of these sports are inferior to IRL Quidditch, which I think would actually, we could all get behind as like a true athletic, fun to watch, fun to play, all American sport. Did you see the Quidditch player AMA on your Reddit? No, I didn't. That's real? There's a Quidditch AMA on my Reddit. R. Atrioc. Quidditch. It was 8 days ago. What is this? Former Quidditch player for one of the top programs in the U.S., AMA. Hey, Atrioc, I've been a fan of your content for a while. I saw the best tweets video about Quidditch. I thought I would explain a little bit if anyone's curious. A few changes from the books are the snitch isn't released until 20 minutes in and it's worth 30 points instead of 150. If you fall off your broom or drop it, then you have to tag back in at your hoops before you can resume participating. Instead of beaters trying to injure people, it's like dodgeball rule. Okay. They recently had an overhaul marketing-wise because of copyright issues, obviously. In order to be broadcast on ESPN, they changed the official name of the sport to quad ball. It's not even called Quidditch. It's quad ball? Bro, if you're gonna fucking have a fake broom and run around LARPing Harry Potter, then don't sell out to ESPN. What? You at least fucking keep the name, dude. Do it for the love of the craft. Quad ball. Here's an amazing highlight video of how the snitches play. Okay, let's see. Trey the Snitch Diamond Cup. This is like the GOAT snitch.
Right. Has one chance left. Oh, what a slimy move.
The snitch is allowed to steal your broom? He's allowed to steal your broom? This is the snitch with his ball sack on that you have to grab.
One chance left. Oh.
You can just rip your broom off?
Oh.
That's not...
What a slimy move. The footwork. Whoa. Ah! That's a lot of power. Give me that ball.
He's just stealing brooms from kids. That's not how the snitch works. Bro, he's just physically bullying kids.
Uh-oh, get that hand. Oh!
What the fuck am I watching? The GOAT snitch is just a dude with a ball sack attached to his back that walks around pushing kids off their brooms. Look at this.
Uh-oh, get that hand. Oh!
This is more dangerous than like basketball. Snitches give stitches, mother. You're supposed to. It's supposed to be a little golden ball that you catch. Tiger snitch spotlight.
Let's go trade a snitch.
Ooh. Trey the snitch.
Starting early.
That could either be like a prison name you get for snitching, or way cooler, it's a guy who fucking runs around quad ball.
Huh? Bud's looking kind of flat, Trey. Watch out, Trey. Watch out. Ooh, the respect. Oh, my God.
He's just bullying a Harry Potter fan. He's just bullying a Harry Potter fan.
Can you twerk for the crowd, please? Pretty lackluster, but I'll take it.
You go between the legs?
Oh, that's rude. You don't have permission, Trey. Stop it.
Gonna call HR on you.
Take you with her. You don't have to put up with that. You can slap him.
What are
Sam
the
is not
rules?
impressed with you right now.
What are the rules?
Oh. So Trey, can we have a Q&A session, Trey the Snitch? Can we talk to you for a little bit? The crowd wants to know. So how long you been snitching, bro? Really? You could have lied, bro. Like, we have no faith. Thank you. Can you demonstrate to the crowd your workout for snitching? That's nasty. What's your favorite move in your workout regimen?
Demonstrate, please.
I'm sorry.
For the
Is he
kids.
implying that he has sex to prepare himself for being the snitch? That works out the right thrusting muscles to make sure his sack doesn't get grabbed. This is crazy to me. This is I would never have expected Quidditch or quad ball to be like this.
Crowd awaits. You like
Would you like
trolling?
to see the black film that he just did?
Did you make that?
Deflate game.
Shut up, Jay.
Any shout outs, Trey the Snitch? Any shout outs?
Shout out to Houston Cosmos.
That was pretty awkward.
This is highlight reel has like a
No, most of this is like
Woo! Got him in the gooch.
got him in the gooch.
Do we have a young snitch? We need a replacement young snitch.
That's wild. That's fucking wild. Try the snitch, bro. You just Atrioc, please listen to this song to see if it's the one you posted about 6 years ago. What is this? This is a post by me from 6 years ago where I asked for a rap song with a specific bar. I don't remember that. You found it? Innocence, in a sense, is senseless. That's a bar. Is it Block Met Well by Word of Mouth? Came out in 01. I guess let's see.
Yeah. Yo, there's a party. What? Where we going? Yo, we can't go yet, son. We gotta go. We gotta go to the
Yo, well, that's you. Yo, I gotta meet you on the store. Matt will block any.
Clashing with Titans, could have learned something you wasn't asking the right thing. Scrapping and fighting like Vikings, sipping and whipping tail, ripping through chamber.
No, this is not it. I've never heard this in my life. I've never heard this in my life. This is not it. No, it was like a Common Projects. Yeah, it must have been something like that. In a sense is senseless, dude. That's just a bar. It's just a fucking fire bar. What else can you say? I think I found it, and then you linked me Disney Kids.
You're watching Disney Junior.
The hot dog.
Hot dog, diggity dog. Now we got ears, it's time for cheers. Hot dog, no problem solved. Hot diggity dog.
This is it. This was the song I listened to in 2001.
What a hot dog day.
Hot dog, diggity dog. It's a brand new day. What you waiting for? Get up, stretch out, stomp on the floor.
No, I have no idea. Boom, 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 boom. Maybe stop linking me songs because you guys are gonna find it. I already searched. When I made that post, I searched. Tonight. This is just President Bush throwing the pitch, which we will watch again one time. My goal! America needed this. America needed this. Bulletproof vest on. Heater down the middle.
Thank you, Mr.
How could you not be a patriot after that? Then he did the drive, and then, you know, maybe he lied about WMDs to invade Iraq. But you balance these things out. You take the good with the bad. You take the good with the bad, dude. It's a give and take. He dodged the shoe. I have to blow my nose. 1 second. Hot dog, diggity dog. Hot dog, diggity dog. He invaded the hearts of the American people. Yep, that's all George Bush did. And we should thank him for that. We should thank him for that. Is the RNC National Convention still going on? Anything funny? No, it looks like it's over. Anything funny happen at the... Oh, the American... No, I didn't. I heard about this, but I didn't watch this. The national anthem.
Whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight. For the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming.
He's smirking.
And the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there.
Yeah, hit that note.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave?
She's feeling it. She's feeling it.
O'er the land of the free.
I saw on Twitter that apparently she was drunk. She admitted she was drunk. That's kind of based. Nothing more American than getting drunk and real confident. In front of everybody. Just being confident that you can do something while piss drunk. in front of national TV in the world.
Home of the brave.
Powerful stuff.
Presenting
Powerful stuff. Did you see this? What's this? This is the line for the vegan barbecue stand at the RNC. Traitors. Get them out, dude. Get them out. This should be a psyop trap. Okay? If you don't eat meat. Now, one thing we can't agree on, though, is lettuce buns. Nothing more American than a lettuce bun. Nothing. Empty line for African cuisine is very funny, too. Nothing more powerful than a lettuce bun. Did you see furries hacked the Heritage Foundation? What is happening? You guys are dumping so many headlines on me. This is like an AI writing news articles about 2024. Furries hacked the Heritage Foundation. This is the hot news out of Milwaukee following the RNC. What is this? No idea if it's real, but that's that's extremely funny. That's extremely funny. The CEO of Grindr said the RNC is like their Super Bowl. I can't find that. An executive. Well, this might be a joke. I can't actually tell. Yeah, I can't tell. But best RNC moment. It's awesome. Let's see. This is a big dog. The most likable speaker. There.
Now, as the world watches, you didn't really expect that, did you? But with that being said, let me just say just this. She makes us smile, and she loves everybody. And how could the message possibly be any more simpler than just that?
What? What? So true, dude. He's got my vote. Well, he's got my vote. You know what? When you say it simple as that, it gets through to me, little old me. The dog is cute. Jim Justice. McCarthy calls Matt Gaetz a pedo to his face.
Were the victim kind of the Republican Party, at least on Capitol Hill, being fractured in the House. I mean, what does that look like going into the next 4 months?
Oh, we're much more united. I mean, think about that. That was all the Democrats and 8 Republicans. One who's not coming back, and then the other part that you have, and the other part you have is one person who raised the issue. He's got an ethics complaint about sleeping with a 17-year-old. So that's the way they would go. So that's the biggest challenge we have.
Thank you so much, Mr. McCarthy. Thank you for coming.
Trouble in Paradise? Trouble in Paradise? They don't get along? Big A, who cares about this year's election? What matters is the new sport, medieval MMA. What the fuck is this? We're so close to bringing back the Coliseum. We are so close. We're so close. If Gladiator 2 does well in theaters, Mr. Beast will kill a man in a Coliseum. I want you to know, if that movie does well enough, he will do a Squid Game type beat round 2 and will absolutely have a... Jesus. I'm gonna be honest with you. Not that exciting. Not that exciting. I don't know. That's not that. I'm not super sold on this. It's just two dudes fucking heavily armored up. And, I mean, basically just worse than UFC. Jousting is better. Jousting would be interesting. Jousting's probably hella dangerous though, for real though, right? Isn't it like extremely likely your head gets fucking blown off? Rudy Giuliani eats shit. It's not that big a deal. I mean, he does fall. He does fall. Maybe you just see something really good on the chair. Trench warfare will be a sport at this rate. Trench warfare was famously very boring and slow. I want you to watch this funny TikTok because you're a millennial. Why would a millennial want to watch a funny TikTok?
Cancel me all you want.
The death of Slim Shady be like.
Cancel me all you want. I don't even think you should be on this freaking darn game if you don't have a microphone. You can cancel me for that. I don't care. It's just my opinion. Go ahead and cancel me.
No one gives a No one said we was canceling you.
If you don't have a microphone, you shouldn't be playing the game in the first place. That's just my opinion. Go ahead and cancel me. I don't care.
Yo, Turtle, shut the up, bro.
It's just an opinion. You think I care if I get canceled over an opinion that simple? I don't.
Dude, we get it. Please, Turtle, shut the up. Jesus Christ.
Freaking ranting about something that someone's trying to cancel me for and stupid, like, stupid opinion.
Bro,
no one said they were gonna
about it.
Yeah, why cancel someone for their stupid opinion? It's just simple.
Oh my god.
Go ahead though, cancel me, I don't care.
No one said they were gonna cancel you.
Wow, they're canceling him.
Oh,
They're literally trying to cancel him right now. Drop it. Let him have his opinions.
You're the one that's not fucking dropping it.
Well, I'm not the one that has a problem with it.
Dude, just shut the up.
My
Jesus
opinion.
Christ.
That's funny. That's funny. That's a hoot. Yeah, some songs on the album are definitely that. Still like Fuel though. A hoot and a holler. Cars be like. What are cars like? Why would cars be like that? Give me, what is this? Wait, what? Dude, where the fuck is this? Bro, I'm just trying to get my shit in order. Okay. What? Thank you for the 38 months. A Cove 1996. Oh wait, sorry, wait. Confirmed. Okay, I guess confirmed that if you open Grindr at the RNC, there's a lot of matches. 0 feet away. Confirmed. Who was the guy that okay, so I did want to talk about the RNC. I did want to talk about JD Vance for a fucking minute. I want to talk about the fucking new VP, possible VP of this country. Actually, probably likely, based on betting odds. VP of this country. Indie wrestler ass name. And then I have a marketing that I'm going to do tomorrow with the release of tickets for our live show. So, 2 presentations. One of them I'll do now about JD Vance, and then one of them about our live show, which is available tomorrow at 7:17 p.m. Tickets go on, I mean, they're not even really sale. Atriarchy.live. Atriarchy.live. Tickets go live in 22 hours, 12 minutes, and 49 seconds. You can check it out, and tickets will be available. And if you are going to be at TwitchCon or just want to be in the area and don't have to go to TwitchCon, it's not part of TwitchCon, you don't need to go. There will be a live music show. It's going to be really fucking fun. They've been working on a lot of fun stuff for it. And the ticket packages are basically like only people that can go. So they include things like custom merch and signed things and hats or whatever. But we're only giving it out in person. So if you buy it and you can't go in person, you will not get any of that stuff. So just don't do that. Don't trick everybody and try to buy something you can't go. You have to be there. Do we need to be subbed to go? No, you don't need to be subbed to go. Will it be streamed? TBD, but I think so. So it's going to be fucking fun is the whole fucking point. It is going to be fun. A quick ad for it. That'll also show tomorrow.
Wasting away in town on the riverside every day, just the same as before. Thought I was fine with the life I had set aside.
And we all go to Chili's afterwards.
When your smile lights up your face, I'd follow you any place. With
Hey, Monkey, son of Quincy, and Agent 47 tier. Oh, it's going to be on Twitch as well. Okay, perfect. They confirmed it.
You could build these walls up, tear them down. Nobody between us, not that silly clown. You could build these walls up, tear them down.
So, yeah, it's going to be dope. Again, you're going to get more in stuff than anything costs. It's just to make sure you're actually going in person and you don't buy it online. You can't get your stuff unless you're there in person because we only have a limited number of tickets. So San Diego, the day is 9/20/2024 during the weekend of TwitchCon. Check it out. Tomorrow, tickets are on sale during Marketing Monday, probably at the beginning, right before I start. I'll announce it. And then, no, it's all songs, all the classic greatest songs and other unique things. It'll be fun. It'll be fucking awesome. Just letting you know. And if you can't make it, don't worry. I think we're going to stream it. So, perfect. All right, I wanted to announce that. I wanted to let you guys know about that. And then I wanted to talk about fucking JD Vance and the RNC. Will it be in Ohio next year? No. First of all, it's a one time. I think we're doing it. Well, I don't think we're planning a yearly show. And we're not going to just tour the country and put it in Ohio. World tour. No, we're not going to do a world tour of balloons and Hitman parody songs. That is not on the menu. Can I buy a ticket for JD Vance? Possibly. I guess possibly. He has to show up, though, to get his stuff. I don't think he'll be there. Will God Gamer be on there? I'm not choosing the set list. The team is, but they're picking great songs they can perform live, and we're including little skits and fun things and a special reveal. And yeah, it'll be fun, dude. It'll just be fun. It'll be a good time. All right, I'll get fucking Chili's to cater it. Can you do one in Death Valley? Yes, but only for Ludsey. Ludsey will host. You everyone has, and don't bring water. What about New Orleans? Stop naming cities. We're not. It's with TwitchCon. The point is to put it with TwitchCon. If TwitchCon was going to be in New Orleans, actually, when was this? 2016 or 17? One of the years I worked there, near the end, it was going to be TwitchCon. It was going to be New Orleans, and then they had to cancel it. They like switched it last second back to California. I don't remember why. Atrioc, Boise, Idaho next year. All right, for sure. Boise, Idaho. Atrioc, I live in San Diego. Want to have a sleepover? I have snacks and we can play GameCube. You're also muted for my response. No. The answer is no. The answer is no. I also don't live in San Diego. We're just hosting the event there. Next year we'll be in Brompton. Next year we'll be in Bompton. Yeah. Next year, everyone has to come to Compton, California, but you can't say the C. And we're going to fucking have a sick-ass Atrioc meetup. It's going to be fucking badass, dude. Guantanamo Bay next year? You could be there. I have no doubt, Crispy Waffles, that if you wanted to be in Guantanamo Bay by this time next year, you can get there. I believe in you. Atrioc, if you do it in Dallas, I got an air mattress for you. Hit me up. Surprisingly, the limiting factor is not whether or not someone's got an air mattress for me. That is not the decision swayer. If Atrioc ever come back to Denmark, I will hitman him. Smiley face. Are you threatening to murder me if I go to Denmark? Country I just recently went to. Interesting. Let's do it in Ukraine next year. Hey, maybe. Happy partner anniversary! Yep, Caleb for the 38 months. Big I'm on the 20. Partner anniversary! Actually, let me see what my actual partner anniversary is. I'll tell you what it is. I will tell you what my actual partner anniversary is. The day I truly feel like I started streaming. It would be the 30-day challenge. It would be May 10th, 2020. May 10th is my partner anniversary. That's what I would say. May 10th. It's not Mario Day because Mario is March 10th. It's Mayo Day. It's not. May 10th, 2020. Okay. Okay. All right. Listen. Republican National Convention just ended. I want to talk about something. I want to talk about our possible new vice president, who the fuck he is. If you don't know, I'm going to give you a quick crash course and say what's interesting. Okay? So, Wait, I was going to do the intro. And then skip to this. And then fill it up. He has. Listen, all you know about him right now might be that he has an extremely, extremely punchable face. Like legendarily. Is that Photoshopped? Nah. This is totally normal. Totally his real face. This is J.D. Vance. And right now he is the vice president on Donald Trump's ticket, which means, based on the odds, he is likely to be the vice president of the United States relatively soon, after November. And so, a little understanding on who he is, okay? And I'm going to let him tell it in his own words a little bit about what he thinks about Donald Trump, the man he is now the vice president of.
J.D. Vance, in his own words.
I'm a never Trump guy. I never liked him. As somebody who doesn't like Trump, I might have to hold my nose and vote for Hillary Clinton. I didn't vote for Trump because I can't stomach
Bro was talking about voting for Hillary in 2016.
Trump. I think that he's noxious, him being really outrageous and offensive.
On Twitter, Vance called Trump, quote, reprehensible, an idiot, and Vance loves Mitt Romney.
I'm a never Trump guy.
That's the real.
Those are the tweets they could find, but what's funny is like he deleted his old tweets. He didn't delete his likes. He's got so many likes on posts that are calling Donald Trump like a sexual assaulter. You know, things that you can't just change your mind on for policy. Things that like anyway. So, not a Trump guy at all until, in fact, this guy, J.D. Vance, he gets famous. He's born in Ohio. His mom is addicted to drugs and their parents divorce, and he's raised by his grandparents. And they teach him strong family values. He grows up, he joins the Marine Corps, he gets a degree from Yale, and becomes basically a tech guy, hedge fund guy. Okay? That's like his story and saga. And he writes this book. Well, actually, so he does a lot of writing about, a path for the future of the country and the ways he sees the country could be better. Some of it for this guy, David Frum, who's on the other side of the political aisle. And he starts writing a book about serious policy discussions that could help solve America's opiate and drug problem. Okay? He's writing this book about this. And the book has a foreword where he tells a little bit about his own personal life story. He basically says, like, here's one chapter about my life, and the rest of it is like serious policy discussion about solving America's drug problem. He shows it to his book publisher, and they say, hey, this book is really boring. But if you take that first chapter and expand it to a whole book, people will like it. And he does it. So he drops all of the policy stuff and he turns the whole book into a narrative about his life and about struggle and upbringing. And he calls it Hillbilly Elegy. Hillbilly Elegy is a massive success because it hits around 2016 and it basically is considered to like help explain why white working class voters are turning towards Trump. The problems that are hollowing out the middle of America, drugs, opiates, etc. But he personally is not a fan of Trump. In fact, he compares himself to Barack Obama. He says he sees Barack Obama's struggle and upbringing and says it's like mine. Like J.D. Vance until 2021 is an entirely different person than the vice presidential candidate. He's like a guy that says, like, I'm only for working class people, whatever. He even said something that I think I've said on stream, which is, to every complex problem, Trump offers a simple solution, but he never offers details for how these plans will work because he can't. His promises are the needle in America's collective vein. This is J.D. Vance 2016. Okay? So this guy clearly has had a massive, massive, massive switch up. He said, Trump, I can't tell if he's a cynical asshole like Nixon, who wouldn't be that bad, or if he's America's Hitler. This is J.D. Vance again in 2016. Then he has a switch up. This is from an article called like the radicalization of J.D. Vance. Basically, he realizes after Trump's win that there is no way he can gain power in the Republican Party without being pro-Trump. This is from his friends and associates. They've talked to him, even David Frum. He realizes that he needs to, first of all, get a beard because his baby face looks terrible. And he becomes more religious. He becomes more radically pro-Trump. Trump himself says in 2021, around his time of his Senate seat, that J.D. Vance started kissing my ass. That's Trump's words. Trump's words is that J.D. Vance started kissing my ass. Okay? So, not surprisingly, he did rise to the ranks with that and now is the vice president. But you have to understand that he is, from my POV, kind of a really spineless person who had like very deep written beliefs that he has changed radically at the same time as it's improved his standing. He also has things that I really am worried about, which is things like we need to be really ruthless when it comes to the exercise of power. That's a weird thing for a politician to say. We need to be really ruthless with the exercising of power. I don't like that. Again, this is from his friend David Frum. He had interesting ideas about how Republicans could court the white working class without indulging in toxic Trumpism. And then in 2021, he reinvented his entire persona overnight. He was way more against the woke. He was way more religious. He was way more pro-Trump. And it worked. It worked. He gained a lot of power. He won a Senate seat, and now he's VP. He also has this weird old tweet where he said, daylight savings time reduces fertility. This is a weird one. I don't know if he believes this still or not, but he's just an odd guy. So there's not a lot to like here. He also, in his book, said, I'm a tall, white, straight male, but he's only 5'7". So, like, he's also a little bit disingenuous to himself. All right, these are all things that I'm not super happy about. However, here's one thing I'll say. I want to show all my sides here, and I did some research for this. There are a number of people Trump could have picked for his VP, and I probably would have hated all of them. But J.D. Vance, of that group, has a couple things that are interesting, that you might find interesting, that I found interesting. Okay? And that is, there are people that dislike him that I dislike. And so it makes him endearing on that front. And the people that dislike him are largely in big business, because he has, in the past, especially in the 2016 era, been extremely supportive of more economically populist things like Bernie Sanders would support. They've called, again, Republican outlets have called him a Bernie Sanders clone because he supports antitrust, breaking up big corporations, unions. Again, these are things that he has supported, but I gotta have to temper this. This is among a bad group of VP candidates. At least he has this rather than oh, this is great. Because he also I looked at every bill he supported while he was in the Senate. He's only been in the Senate a few years. And there's I can split them into thirds. 1/3 of his bills I actually like. They're things that are about reining in corporate power. That's 1/3. Then he has another third that are all about abortion. He's obsessed with policing women's right to abortion. That's 1/3 of his bills. And then the other third are all random, useless culture war bullshit, which is we're going to make a anti-DEI day or whatever. That is his bills. So the first third is what I want to say is at least interesting to me, because I have resigned myself in a way to the fact that unless the ticket changes, Biden is probably going to lose. So I want to talk about that. Aggressive approach to antitrust enforcement. This is what crazy to me. The craziest thing of all was that of everybody in the Republican Party, J.D. Vance said Lena Khan is one of the Biden administration officials doing a pretty good job. That to me is fucking crazy. He is probably the only person, maybe outside of fucking Josh Hawley, all special face, who said Lena Khan is doing a good job. So there is at least something there. There is at least something, because that's, Lena Khan is demonized by even people on the Democratic side because she's attacking big business. So my only hope is that this guy is my dream is that JD Vance is spineless and like Littlefinger. My dream, and this is crazy, this is how low the bar is, that I am praying that JD Vance is spineless and power hungry to lie about his beliefs to get to office, but actually proposes stuff he used to care about, which is energy performance. Like a sleeper agent. He worked on a bipartisan deal to restrict bank mega mergers and stop bank CEO compensation from being raised after a bank fails. That's good policy. Like, that is part of that third that I like. So, possibly interesting, okay? Also, people that are like extremely pro big business, no regulations, are
it
against
almost
him.
sounds like heresy. Some of that. The populism you're describing almost sounds like it's closer to progressivism than classic conservatism. And we all, I think, J.D. Vance, Donald Trump.
Somebody in chat called this guy Wish.com John Oliver, and that's fucking funny. Yeah. I also want to say, someone's mentioning this in chat as well. This is like, I'm just showing the facts. I'm just showing some interesting things about JD Vance that I am learning. As VP, he has very little power over any of this. Okay, unless Trump dies, which he got shot at, so we never know. But it's just interesting that he supports these things that almost traditionally no conservative would support.
Everybody wants to raise everyone up as much as they can in terms of economic prosperity without necessarily, you don't want to bring the top down for us all to meet at the bottom. You want to raise it up. And it's almost like you're saying the jury is in on trickle down, and growing the pie through growth policies doesn't work anymore. I don't think some of these things you're talking about will generate growth. It may feel.
It's so funny that he is arguing. You're saying the jury is in and that trickle down doesn't work? Fucking yes. Fucking yes. For a long time, bro. For a long fucking time. Yes, the jury is in. It didn't work since the fucking 80s. Okay? Again, this is legislation that Senator Whitehouse and Vance, who are opposite sides of the aisle, progressive Democrat, Republican, Republican, they teamed up to attack big mergers. That's a good thing. I support that. J.D. Vance in 2021, right before his big pivot, I think, said raise taxes on fucking top corporate leaders. He's questioned whether Google needs to have YouTube, whether Facebook needs to have Facebook or Instagram. Like, these could be broken up. These are like, I don't think any of these will get through, but it's at least interesting that he supported them. And again, it reminds me of fucking someone like Josh Hawley. There's like this small cohort of new Republicans who, like, on social issues, I can't find any common ground, but at the very least, they're like not with the old style of everything is about deregulation and helping top corporations. Josh Hawley had this thing where he was like grilling the Boeing CEO.
What is it that you get paid currently?
Senator, that's well disclosed in our proxy documents in each of the years that I've been employed.
Yeah, but what is it?
It's a big number, sir.
Well, let me help you out. It's $32.8 million this year. Does that sound right?
Yes, it does.
That's a 45% increase over last year. Does that sound right?
Yes, it does.
What is it you get paid to do exactly?
I get paid to run the Boeing company.
Yeah. So just help me understand that. I mean, do you get paid for transparency? Is that one of the metrics for your income?
I think the board counts on me for transparency.
Really? Because you're under investigation for falsifying 787 inspection records. The Boeing's under criminal investigation for the Alaska Airlines flight. You were investigated by DOJ for criminal conspiracy to defraud the FAA. This is all.
Like, if this guy didn't immediately follow this by tweeting, we have to fucking ban abortions, which is a thing he's actually tweeted, it would be like, oh man, you're finally cooking. It's crazy. It's fucking crazy. It's crazy they have to be so fucking, it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate. But yes, I agree in this case. The finally grilling a CEO like this is nice to see. But what I want to say is, so listen, traditionally, there's been this plan by the Republican Party for the longest time, which is that they tap into these social issues, these divided social issues, while doing as little as possible to actually reduce incomes at the top. So it's like they'll say whatever, and I found some specific actual examples. I want to show you, but it's been the playbook forever, which is that like we'll give and take on social issues while never giving and taking on economic issues. So anyway, it's nice to see the beginnings, the seedlings of possible change where we can get bipartisan agreement that, hey, maybe we can never agree on social issues. Fucking tragic, but if we can't, at least we can agree that we're being ripped off constantly by big monopolies. Constantly. Okay, that's the thing. So I want to give a specific example of a thing I think that like is possibly relevant to anyone here, okay, in America. There is this guy, Robbie Starbuck, a real freak, dude. One of these real like deep in the wool weirdos. The war is a war on children. I fight, kind of like what The Boys might parody, okay? Podcast type guy, just a weirdo, right? And this guy started a huge campaign to take down John Deere because their employees had like a LGBTQ rights club or whatever. They did like this group of John Deere employees supported gay rights and had like a little parade, whatever. So he was like, I gotta take down John Deere. John Deere, and they have a fucking rainbow flag. John Deere, this is the biggest concern. All right. So John Deere freaked out. This is recent. He fucking yelled about it on his podcast. And then John Deere freaked out and said, you know what? We will no longer participate in any cultural awareness parades, festivals, or events. We will not have any socially motivated messages. We'll have no pronouns or whatever. John Deere freaked out because they're afraid of getting Bud Lighted. Okay. But what you have to understand is what John Deere didn't freak out about, what John Deere didn't change. John Deere is happy if the Democrats are in power to allow LGBTQ rights and have a parade. And if they see the winds changing and Republicans are in power, they're happy to cut that away. Because at the end of the day, John Deere doesn't fucking care. They don't care either way. It's empty either way. They're only throwing the social thing back and forth so that you don't look at this. Okay? The fact that their actual fucking consumers don't care about DEI policies or whatever. They care about the fact that they can't fix their tractors. The fact that John Deere is a monopoly on farm equipment that installs software on all of their tractors so that you can't fix it, have to take it into a John Deere repair center that they overcharge you for. That's what they actually care about. They care about stopping right to repair. It's bad for farmers, good for manufacturers. They can charge you 3 to 6 times more on parts and services because they install software that bricks your entire tractor if anything breaks, and you cannot fix it yourself. And if you're somebody who has crops due in the next, few months, they might take months to repair your problem, and then you can't afford to wait that long. John Deere is a fucking detrimental monopoly to farmers, but we're tossing around this little social wedges you back and forth without ever changing that. By the way, I don't think they were ever woke. So Robbie Starbuck here is celebrating a huge win in our war on wokeness. I don't think John Deere was woke because they had to pay $1 million this year for racial discrimination. They've never actually been woke, bro. They just throw little bones back and forth while they still try to milk money. And so if we can never attack these actual issues, the antitrust issues, if we keep focusing on this bullshit and fucking arguing about that, that is how we're not going to make progress. They concentrate power, strip away the ownership rights people buy the products. People can't fix their own tractors. You have to wait weeks for authorized thing. And what's crazy is they're also doing it. Again, they have this huge announcement about this. They don't mention at the same time, they're also firing American workers and shifting production to Mexico. They only care about maximal profits. If we don't target that issue, we will make no actual progress. And what's even crazy to me is if you try to Google it, if you try to look up anything on the John Deere monopoly, they've created a John Deere monopoly, so this is the result you get. It's fucked up, dude. It's fucked up. This is just a quote I just like. I don't even know why I threw this in there, but it's a quote that it means a lot to me. It's from Roosevelt's Economic Bill of Rights speech, which basically says true individual freedom cannot exist without economic security and independence. Which is something it's why I always come back to economic issues. It's why I hope that JD Vance can prove me wrong, that he's just simply a spineless guy that lied about liking Trump so he can actually make a change. I would like whatever it takes to get people to realize that no matter what side of the aisle you're on, this stuff is bullshit until we get economic independence, until we get economic freedom, until we are freed from monopolies controlling almost every industry in our country and milking us and squeezing us. Sounds a little sexual. For all of our extra money. People are hungry. Anyway, so that's it. So that's what I'm saying. Okay, that's what I wanted to bring up, and that's why it was interesting to me. Though I think more than likely he's just going to be a huge rubber stamp on whatever Trump wants to do. And that's a little update on JD Vance. He made the infamous "Are you a racist?" ad. Yeah, I saw that. It's fucking terrible. Atrioc, I think the huge part of what you're missing in the picture is that the guy's Peter Thiel's puppet. I'm not missing that. Peter Thiel bankrolled his Senate run and fucking entire campaign. Yeah, 100%. He's not going to hit Peter Thiel's businesses. When they were questioned for the right to repair, Apple and a bunch of other huge companies blocked them because the implications are very interesting. Yeah, Apple backed John Deere for right to repair because Apple didn't want to have the same problem. Yeah, again, the corporations are in solidarity with each other over their ability to massively overcharge and have no competition. He's actually tall. He's not 5'7". I just Googled it. He's 6'3". Well, then there you go. He's safe. What if Trump has a change of heart due to his life flashing before his eyes? I mean, the thing about Trump is, like, outside of, like, tax cuts for the rich, which he does seem to be motivated on, I don't see he actually has any deep policy position. Like, I don't think he cares. I think he likes being popular. I think he just likes people to cheer for him. I don't think he's like the people around him care more. I don't think he's not like, we gotta fucking, I don't know, teach Christian nationalism in schools. Trump doesn't care either way, bro. He'll say what he needs to do for votes, but I think he just fucking wants to be popular. If you think this guy's gonna be nothing but a rubber stamp everything Trump does, you're not realistic. Explain this. Because 2016 JD Vance, you could say, okay, maybe this guy's got his own ideas. But ever since then, he's bent over backwards to never disagree with Trump on anything. Like, not on anything. So it's hard for me to say, like, man, I hope he talks about some of the economic populist stuff. But I've seen, it could be a long con. But it just seems very little fingery. This is populist list service. He seems to need the Rust Belt. They know they need the earth types. It does lots of. He's no Bernie. I mean, here's the thing. I appreciate this viewpoint. I don't think that him, like, working with let me pull this up. with fucking Senator Whitehouse. Here, I'll give it to you. On like corporate merger tax scrutiny is him trying to like shore up the base. Do you know what I'm saying? I think this is, he's written about it. This is what he spoke about even since 2016. To give the benefit of the doubt, I think this is something he personally believes in. Whether he cares about it enough to contradict anyone else or to have it get in the way of his rise to power is the question. I think this is something that is worth praising. And of all the VP candidates, at least having one who's ever talked about this or praised Lena Khan is interesting to me. Scary because if they do economic populism, they will get away with their abortion and Chevron case stuff. If they do economic populism, well, what I'm saying, I guess you're coming at it from a more optimistic angle, maybe. What I'm saying is like, based on the polls, this group is going to win. And so the socialism, it's already fucking scary. The socialism part is already scary. The other part, economically, I was already like, oh, we're fucked there too. At the very least, maybe there is a chance that it will not be only fucking tax cuts for rich people. Have you read into the recent Supreme Court rulings on presidential immunity? Yeah, I read it. People act like if Trump gets elected, he's going to ruin the country. He's our president. I think the rest is much more different. Vance is a fraud and has done zero to help workers. I saw that. I think that, again, is a little bit out of context. If I'm just being honest. This score, I think, only includes votes that pass. Like, I saw the fucking score breakdown. It didn't, like, nothing gets passed that's fucking pro-worker. What is the time lobbying a Purdue from our use part of the Chad, I booked my first international ship. You seen talk about the Rust Belt in his hometown, the conditions. Great to be lazy. Why do the rich even need tax cuts when they're facing next to nothing? Are they referring to danger during national zero? Both. But again, even most Democrats won't raise taxes on the rich, is what I'm saying. What we need is people to agree that regardless of this social back and forth, like, that is the core fucking problem. But their taxes are not as low as they want. Do you think Trump chose the most spineless VP he could find because he plans to run for a third term of power? No idea. I think it would be very difficult, but I don't know. We'll see. I guess I'm disagreeing that he would do that, but I guess I don't know. Yeah, I think more realistically, it's like he's a rubber stamp. He's very pro-Trump, and he connects them to Silicon Valley money, which again is good for the campaign. I think that's probably the three reasons Trump chose him. Also, he's like, what are your thoughts on Jensen's Atrioc? The Supreme Court rulings are incredibly scary. Vance is already ideological. Goes to people like Curtis Yarvin and Nick Landau's democracy. With these, what if Bezos is just a couple billion away from solving all of our problems, and if he got a tax credit, he could finally pull that trigger? Maybe you're right. Do you think we can expect more true Democrats to run as Republicans and switch after being in power? What does that mean? True Democrats to run as Republicans. I don't even know what a true Democrat is. I want somebody who is like economically, I mean, I guess the word is populist, but it's like pro-worker, pro-union, pro-antitrust. That is what I want. That is what I would like to have happen. I don't buy right-wing populism. It's just the roots just took the fire of nationalism to gain power and I just think JD Vance spoke about this even before 2016. I think it's interesting to say that it's like a fucking 20-year psyop. And that he said something like, I'm pro Lena. Like, I don't think him saying I'm pro Lena Khan is gaining him any Rust Belt votes. Do you know what I'm saying? I think you could just take it at face value. Maybe he thinks that is what's the problem with America. He just also has either terrible social views or, more likely, wants power. People say this shit for the hell of it. Okay, well, it got him backlash from people in his own party. They say it for the hell of it. I'm skeptical of Silicon Valley Republicans generally concerned about tech monopolies. Yeah, I guess. The thing about tech monopolies is that Silicon Valley has people that aren't in the group of 8 companies that are dominating that would like to see them broken up. They're still rich assholes, but they're not at the top of the rich asshole pyramid. Silicon Valley has a lot of people who are in what you would call medium tech or little tech that basically only exist to make companies now that get bought up by Microsoft, Apple, Google, Amazon. And if those companies were broken up, the VCs would actually make more money on startups that didn't. So it's not crazy. If you actually like look, it's not crazy. Teal also hates traditional banks. Yeah, there's some crypto guys too. If Trump was actually killed, who do you think would replace him? Well, now it would be JD Vance. Now that it's announced, it would be. That's what I'm saying. This guy's a heartbeat away from the president. It always ends up being those. Yeah, but the thing is, the way we can figure this out is just by size, by size and control of a market. That's like, we can just use monopoly law to find companies that have no competitors or few competitors in an area, and then either break them up or force it to have competition. That's just works. My biggest concern with populists on the right. Let's see this. Okay, but I'm reading this article. I'm skimming it. But this is not about economic populism. This is about populism in general, which is just about being. This is like what every populist group is. This is like mostly about being anti-immigration and things like that. This is about I'm for the people. We have to get a. This is like traditional, normal. Oh, thanks for the gifted, by the way. Did I miss it? JW Shields, thank you for the 10 gifted. Can I get a glizzy in chat? No. There's not a Marketing Monday, Lupaska. But I think it's interesting. Listen, it's like impossible to not discuss this stuff as we come up on an election, a major pivotal election in America. Just not. It's impossible. It's too relevant. It is too relevant to ignore. And I think it's important. I think it's interesting. And I think I want to explain the reasons why I think the way I do and how I'm genuinely trying to look in to what people have said and done. I am JW Shows, thank you for the gifted. What stops companies from get broken up from continuing to work together afterwards? Well, economic interests, right? So if you, let's say we split up YouTube and Google, right? The new CEO of YouTube, day one, is like, what is a way I could grow this company? Maybe it's getting into search. And then the new CEO of Google's like, what's the way I grow this company? Maybe I can get into video. And so they're already competing. They already have competitive interests. And because they compete and there's multiple options, it drives the price down for customers. Or in cases where it's not a price-based thing for suppliers or for employees or for... But why do we want low prices? Wouldn't that hurt the investors? You know what's funny is it would actually, it does, obviously it does hurt the investors in established businesses, but it doesn't even hurt. It would just, there would be investors in new businesses that make money. All the system does is freeze the current structure, the current people at the top. It does without allowing anyone who is currently successful to fail. But Google is free and they're huge. Google is free for you, the consumer, but you're not the customer. The customer is the advertiser. Google and Facebook have a duopoly over internet advertising, and they collude to charge absurd prices. So any small business that wants to promote their stuff on the internet has to go through those two companies, and they spend a lot of money. And they have nowhere else to go, so they cannot. It's like a tax. It's basically a tax. There's like the Google, Facebook tax. And so if they were broken up and there was more options, those would be cheaper. That's where the price is. Why can't McDonald's make me the product? I want to be burger. We'll get there. We'll get there. Do you think after disaster of Biden run for reelection, they'll institute an age cap? They're going to institute an age cap when Trump's president? Trump's only 3 years younger, bro. You put a cap that would... No, they're not going to put a cap, bro. Not till maybe after Trump, maybe? How does breaking up a company like Google work? Does each service become its own thing? The thing about, I mean, I think the way Google would be broken up is YouTube. YouTube is big enough to be a standalone business and could split out fairly easily. That's how they would break it up. But because it just, owning search and online video has given them an unholy amount of power. But there's no great answer to your question because it's never happened in the era of modern big tech, where these few tech companies just buy their way into absolutely every industry. They just own so much that in so many disparate things. Basically, big tech is a company that has a monopoly in one area of the online space, like whether it's Amazon in cloud, or Meta in social media, or Google in search. They just generate infinite cash from that, and they use that to buy their way into everything. And so it's like, no, if you look at the stock market, it's like those 7 tech companies are, again, the only ones growing earnings. Everything else is shrinking. Can that be good for America as they are American companies? It's not good for anyone but them, but I guess it's less bad for America because at least there's more revenue and jobs there, but it's like it's not good for anyone. It's only good for the owners of those companies. Yeah, and tech employees. But not everybody's going to be employed by Amazon, Facebook, Google. Can you explain why it isn't? It doesn't really understand. I mean, how do you benefit? How do you benefit from, like, Amazon making more money? Just because it's in your country? What is that? If you're not employed there, how does that? Just think about it from that. What is your personal benefit? I'm assuming taxes go to us. Yeah, but understand that, like, so if Amazon was smaller, for example, and other companies were in its place, they would all. The total revenue would be there. It would just be split with different companies. And Amazon's actually really efficient and good about not paying taxes. So it's like, that's not them having all the money doesn't mean we're going to get more taxes. Yeah, that's just, there's not a lot. Big corporations from the Hallig tree are hurting us regular folks with scarlet rot. Would it be a good idea if we could remove all tax loopholes / benefits? Removing tax loophole and having a simple, clear tax system, would that be good? Nah. I think we can all agree. There's one thing we can all agree on at all levels of society, that our current tax system is perfect. That's why, regardless of political background, it's good. That's a great question. I'm glad I can answer it. Yeah, if anything, it should be a little more complicated. If anyone is filing taxes without hiring a tax attorney, then we've got a problem. There needs to be people whose entire life is dedicated to helping people richer than them avoid taxes. That should be their everything they study. They should study that, live it, and die it. They should start firms entirely dedicated to keeping people from paying taxes and finding loopholes and no, yeah, of course, I agree. I think a simple, clear tax code would be awesome. It would be a huge benefit to everybody who's not rich enough to hire a tax attorney. Other countries do your taxes for you. Why do other countries want to take away jobs? Everyone pays 1K tax a year, easy done. Okay, that's not going to work. First of all, it's like it hits people who are really poor really hard, and it hits people who are rich not at all. This is literally, bro. Fango, I can't have you in here sometimes, bro. You don't speak like a normal person. You are too you are too hyperbolic about every fucking thing. You cannot talk about things normally. Atrioc, real question, because I don't understand. Trump's defense was international. He needs full immunity restrictions for his 90s meeting with some still 26 official acts. Bro, you're trying to preach to the choir, bro. I don't think that Trump is going to seal Team 6 as political rivals, but I agree that it is a bad ruling. It was Paul Ryan's plan, flat exit, yeah, but it wasn't his plan to do $1,000 per person. Keys, thank you for the 13 months. Watching the night? Yeah, I was going to watch X-Men. I was thinking I was going to watch X-Men. That was my plan. That was what I was thinking of doing. Was tonight would be X-Men. But I have to see if Ari is wanting to do something. I graduated with a bachelor's in electrical mechanics automation. I'm from Belgium, and I'm thinking of doing a master next year. But now that I'm maybe starting my first job, if the master doesn't work out, once I get the realization how shallow my knowledge in my field is, even though I graduated with honors, I feel anxious and stressed about the fact maybe I'm not good or driven enough to get a good job. Do you have this feeling when you first graduated? Is this normal? Bro, you seem like you are a good person. I think you're fine. I think you're good, bro. You have imposter syndrome. But you have a degree and you graduated with honors. Just understand you learn everything on the job. For almost every job, you learn everything on the job. Be really open to learning. And you'll be fine. You'll be good. Don't worry about it. How many cans you got? I mean, there's like 4. Don't try cocaine because it helps you keep alert. Just trust yourself, bro. Learn on the job. Everyone has before you has done it. You can do it. Can't everyone after pay their taxes for like a year ago, so it's not that big? It's a genius plan. I did see that somebody on my Reddit apparently bought an Enron hat with Afterpay. And so I've come around on it. I am now extremely pro Afterpay. Wow, it's so good. I didn't realize it would benefit me. It's so smart because then you don't have to pay it all at once. You don't have to pay it all at once. Atrioc's Klarna hack. That's what it's called. The Atrioc Klarna hack. My hack to just using Klarna to buy things. It's genius. It's just my classic advice. Dude, someone else saw something. Wait, what was it? What was I reading? Oh man, can I find it? Oh, they deleted it. They deleted it. Oh, dude. It was on our Afterpay 6 days ago of someone saying, aiming to pay them all in a month. And it was like their fucking $1,800 in Afterpay bills. They had like bought 114 different things on Afterpay. And it was like, 91 upcoming payments. Like every day they had a new payment due. And then they were just like, and then it's all these comments of people that are like, yeah, I do the same thing. I rack up debt quick on DoorDash. Fucking DoorDash accepting Afterpay is my arch nemesis. People are just buying fucking DoorDash meals on Afterpay and not thinking, oh man, I gotta pay for that. This is what I was talking about, bro. This is what I'm saying. This shit's a problem. This made me want to cry. I'm sure you have notification after notification. And then he's got strategies to avoid the notifications. Damn, I hope you can pay them all off and not lose your Afterpay account. That's the biggest worry. Oh, God, I hope you can pay them all off so you don't lose your Afterpay account. So you can keep afterpaying. That shit's cooked to me. Why is it a problem? Simply take the other side of the loan and then collect. What do you mean by that? You take the other side of your own loan, you loan yourself money and then collect? What is What do you mean? What is that strategy? It's like booking an Uber for yourself. You text yourself, hey, I want to go here, and then you drive yourself there. That's genius. That's genius. And then you give yourself a 5-star rating, and you feel good the rest of your day. That's actually pretty dope. That's a passive income. Because not only, you can even get paid on your way to work. That's awesome. Failedcodes.co, Jimmy Boswell. Failedcodes.co. You can get the Enron hat, especially the white one. Available now. I was reading a post earlier that said the housing crisis is more of a credit supply issue than an actual supply issue. Yes. Bro, it's so funny. It's not that we shouldn't be building more supply of houses. I agree with that. But people tell me that the reason housing prices are so high is there's no supply. And I promise you, in a place like Texas or Florida, There's never been more supply. There's supply. What the problem is, nobody wants to lower their prices. There's actually they're due for a pretty big crash. There's a Texas or Florida are both due for a fucking crash right now. Rent is going down in Austin because there's actually a lot. There's a lot of places up for sale, more than there was pre-COVID. But none of those people yet are drastically cutting prices. There's just no demand. There's no demand at the prices they're asking for. They're all like saying, okay, don't worry, we can just wait it out. But they're starting to get spooked. They're starting to get spooked. There are places in the country that have low supply. We have different markets in America. But in like some of the boom area, the recent boom areas, I'm thinking specifically of like Florida and Texas. You look at the Zillow and the Redfin and all that, there's more supply than ever, but they're just not cutting it yet. All these rich owners are still holding out and they can get the same prices they expect, but nobody's buying. And everyone's praying for interest rate cuts. My landlord in Florida raised my rent $1,205 a month. Your rent essentially doubled. You were paying what, $1,600? Now you're paying $2,800. And did you tip them? That's what happens when you don't tip. That's what happens when you don't tip. I'm sorry, but they have to get paid somehow. It's the hardest job in the world. And if you don't tip, they're going to raise it. What I would say, moving fucking sucks. But especially now, especially in Florida, look around, dude. You can probably start to get some really, especially in like some of these newer apartment developments that are fucking more desperate. You can find some better deals. You can get like fucking first 2 months free. You can get some fucking deals because they're starting to get desperate. They're raising your rent hoping you won't look around, but if you look around, you might fuck them. But I know that sucks to move. What is rent control? Dude, I was so disappointed. I was so disappointed that Joe Biden said he's going to put a national rent cap tax. This shit doesn't work. It doesn't work. It's never worked. It's like the fucking meme from Arrested Development about having kids. It doesn't work because when you try to do price controls, what you end up happening is just supply disappears. It ends up being either a black market where they find other ways for you to pay up or down, or the amount of things available just disappear. Then how do you fix it? Again, in places where there's oversupply, it's already happening. It will the same way. People just need an alternative, and the thing that's like sneaky and fucked up is there's these, like, if you really want to fix it, here's actually one of the best ways to do it. There's this fucking website called fucking RealPage, which is being sued right now. RealPage, if you want to know what they do, is they get all of the landlords in an area on the same system that artificially keeps their prices the same. RealPage is a fucking illegal monopoly, collusion, devil company. And so it's collusion. And so instead of like, one guy who owns a building down the street being like, I can charge $100 less rent and I'll get all the people to move over here. They all collude and they agree in an area to own all the supply and not drop their prices so they can maximize their revenue. If they were all operating independently, as what happens in a normal market, they would compete on price and then they would drive the cost down until the supply and the demand meet. But this is like cartel shit. So there is a lawsuit on this. I would love to see someone talk about this in politics. This would be awesome. This affects Americans directly. Like, this RealPage shit is like super popular. It's in a lot of markets. And it's one of the main reasons, like, you'll see suspiciously the same rents all over on different places. They have been sued. They are sued. But, don't call me Fuzzbeard. Why not all of them make the rent $10,000 a month? Okay, it's a good question. A little silly, but it's a good question. It's essentially what RealPage is doing, which is they're all capping it at a really high number. Their goal is to at least fill the rents, but if they made it too high, what people would do is they would live at home. That's what they're doing right now. That's why that's why a lot of these places are going empty. If people have an alternative that they don't want to do, but they can do, eventually they will go live with their parents, or they'll live at home, or they'll, what they've been pushing? There was a Zillow ad it was like, people should get two of their best friends and buy a house together. That's what they're trying to do to keep the housing market up. There's a lot of like this last gasp of people trying to find ways to get you back into houses at absurd prices, but people don't want to pay these prices. And so it's the same thing with fast food. So the fast food prices raise and raise and raise, and everyone's getting more and more annoyed. And then eventually they finally do what they don't want to do, which is stop eating fast food. They finally just find an alternative to the category altogether. They go somewhere else. And that's when that whole system starts to collapse. That's when they have to start their stock starts tanking. They have to fucking cut prices. Yeah, the Zillow ads on TV. Yeah, exactly. And so I think that is what you're going to see happen in markets like Florida and Texas right now, because nobody is buying houses at those prices and they can't hold on forever. They can't just sit there with these houses like unfilled that they spent a lot of money for, and they're paying. A lot of them are bought with debt and they have to keep paying the mortgages and they're not filled. They can't make any money on it. They're going to have to sell at they have to cut prices. What about a tax on empty apartments/houses? I think it's probably a fine idea. You gotta think through the implications of these things. Government policy can often have unintended consequences that, even if well-meaning, can be really bad for average people. But yeah, maybe. I think what it would lead to is a black market. Like, there's already a lot of mortgage fraud for houses that are, you can get a lot of tax credits and things if you're a first-time home buyer. And there's a lot of people that pretend to be first-time home buyers in order to buy a bunch of Airbnb properties. And that's really common, not just in America, but in Canada. Huge amounts of mortgage fraud for people trying to get unique advantages for houses they buy and then flip. So, what you'd want is like better enforcement already, if they're already getting away with that. Does one person need to crack and lower the house by 100K and it snowballs? It's not just one person, but yes, basically. The idea is there's a bunch of unfilled houses, right? Let's say there's a bunch of houses for sale right now. If you go to if you look around, look online or whatever, in like Florida or Texas, in these hot markets like Austin or whatever, there's a bunch of houses for sale. And some of those people are more desperate than others to sell. Some of the people either maybe they have a divorce, maybe they have mortgage payments they can't make, maybe they lost their job, whatever. They have to sell. And so they are right now holding the line and keeping prices high. They're saying, I won't sell for less than this absurd price that everything has risen to. But if nobody buys, then eventually they have to start cutting prices because they are desperate, because they have to make the money from selling the house. So once they start cutting, that starts lowering the values of everything around it. And then all of a sudden, everyone else needs to start cutting to keep up. Real estate groups will offer a free kitchen. I mean, it's the same thing that they did in China, where they offered gold bars but kept the price high. Like you would buy a house for $200,000 and they would give you $100,000 of gold after you bought it, but that way they could officially sell it for $200K, so it wouldn't drop the price of houses around it. They want the book value to stay high so it doesn't cause a panic in the value. So it's happening here too. How does the market know what's an absurd price versus what inflation has risen to? It's based around what the consumer can afford. It's basically like prices versus income. So like, what are the incomes in the area and what can they support to live in, and the price to income ratio has gotten out of control. It's like never been higher. They literally are doing this in America. I should buy a house and get a 45-day rebate. Yeah, exactly. No, it's happening. It's happening. Again, they're very careful to try and keep the prices from nominally falling. But again, them just being flat in a world of inflation already means they're falling, and they are falling because they can't sell them. Is China's housing collapse? I'm going to talk about tomorrow. I'm going to give an update on China's situation tomorrow. I did a lot of reading on it. I think it's very interesting. But if you want the short answer, is that China real estate is still in a bad spot. Yeah. Actually, it's gotten worse. But they are sort of semi-balancing it with growth in really just like three key areas, which is like solar, EVs, and batteries, which is where China's kind of thriving. They're trying to move up the value chain, but rest assured, like a huge part of their last 10, 15, 20 years of growth has been through real estate and public works projects, and a lot of them are being written down. So there's real problems. There's real unrest and problems. Especially because local governments in China, like think of like a state government, like Alabama or whatever. Local governments in China have made all of their money not by taxes really, but by selling land, leasing land to real estate developers. And now that's drying up. They can't pay for government services. Can you give a book recommendation for geopolitics? I read Haves and Have-Nots and really liked it. You liked it? That's awesome. That's rare someone would like that book. What could I recommend you? Dude, you want something a little doomery? You want something happy or you want something doomery? Because I probably have both. For geopolitics, I think a very interesting book that I'm actually starting to reread because I read it a while ago, but it's more relevant than I thought, is Neil Howe's The Fourth Turning. And it's all about how there's these cycles in humanity that we continually learn the lesson, then unlearn the lesson as the people who lived through it die. And the fourth turning is basically saying there's these 4 quadrants, each 4 turnings, and being in the fourth one is the worst one to be in, and that's what we're in right now. And the last fourth turning was basically like 1920s, 30s. Maybe it was the 1930s. And all of the lessons that would have been taken from that, like around, things that led to the Great Depression, things that led to the rise of fascism, all that stuff, have been lost. Everyone's died out, basically, almost everybody. There's not a lot learned from that, and now we're entering into the same kind of cycles. But they're all different. Like each fourth turning is different, but it's an interesting book. And I read it a while ago. When did it come out? When did the fourth turning book? Yeah, I read it a while ago. I don't remember when it was, but I didn't really think much of it. And then I heard it on a podcast recently, and I started re-listening, and it's pretty interesting about cycles of history. This explains the book.
Crisis
This is a 1 hour and 34 minute interview. And apparently I'm 48 minutes into it. I've already seen this. Have you read The Shock Doctrine by Naomi Klein? Didn't Naomi Klein write The Power? Am I crazy? What did she write? Hard Times Make Sure. Yeah, it's kind of like that. It is kind of like that. But it's not even that doomer. I mean, it's doomer for the next few years, I guess. But it's also kind of hopeful. It's almost like we learn these lessons again, then we get through it, and then we grow from it. It's relatively interesting. It's interesting. We get an FDR too soon? Yeah, that's basically what it says, by the way. Low key, it basically says that, like, it's not like that leadership doesn't exist. It's just going to rise to meet the moment as we get through. It's interesting. Which fourth turning book is it? It's the Neil Howe one. I have the red cover. I mean, it's right here. Oh, and I'm too. That one. And then like a more directly hopeful, fun, interesting. The book I liked was called Safe Passage. That was the one I was looking at recently. Safe Passage, which is a book, again, it's kind of off the Graham Allison type beat where every time there's a leading power and then a rising power, what happens? And this is about how the UK and the US avoided war when that happened. Although the UK and the US did have war, but not when the US became the leading economic power. Because the UK knows we would clap them. Grab another one? Wait, why? Are you looking at my butt? FDR2 is Mr. Beast. I'm not going to rule it out. You never know, dude. You never know what the 2030s will be like. Maybe we'll get FDR2 and it's Mr. Beast. Things are different every time. The cycles repeat. Everyone gets a Cybertruck. That's... Anyway, chat, I have guests here. Well, actually, can we watch a video? Is there anything interesting to watch? I wanted to watch something with chat. And then we'll do Marketing Monday tomorrow. What's... No, I don't think I can watch a full X-Men movie, but I do want to watch it. I'm just realizing we have a guest, and so I can't be sitting here and watching X-Men. I'm going to go out there and...
From the New York Times, I'm Natalie Kitchen.
But what I can do... They can watch it with us. Is there anything? What's there like a recent? Dude, I just saw like a bunch of videos I wanted to watch, and then I don't find them. More Mr. Beast. I'm not. Oh, this one. This one looked interesting. Yeah. Okay, wait. I'll show you this first. Okay. So I gotta tell you, my fucking shorts are cooked. My YouTube shorts are cooked. I watched. At first, I was just getting Reddit, like when they read a Reddit post, but it has like Minecraft jumping in the bottom. That's all I had. I had Minecraft jumping over Reddit, and I was like, well, this is already lame. But I didn't click away. I was like listening, and then it started giving me actual Minecraft stuff, like Minecraft clips. I haven't played Minecraft in fucking years. And then today I got one that was so insane that I wanted to share it with chat. Which I guess you guys are all going to think is peak. Okay? That aren't that old at all. And you're like very impatient with them. All right? You're like, oh, please get the Marketing Monday out faster, faster, faster. And it's like, bro, maybe they signed up for a lot of things this week and they're busy. Maybe.
So that's the moment to practice deep breathing and mindfulness. That's the way to combat stress.
If you could go back in time knowing what you know today and give one piece of advice to your younger self, what would you say?
I say to myself, my husband would come alive again. I'd never argue with him again.
I would want to encourage that guy to be more able and courageous to act on his gut feeling. That's something that I only discovered 20, 30, 40 years into my life. You know, what is this gut feeling that people talk about? It was as if it was a sound that was beyond my ability to hear. I was brought up in an environment and a mindset where you did what you were told, you obeyed. That resulted me in getting into a relationship that I went too far in it because I don't want to disappoint her, don't want to say no, and you know, my gut feeling was saying like, this doesn't feel good. I wish I'd had more courage in myself, more confidence in my gut feeling.
What's the lesson or takeaway that you have from that experience?
It's one of balance, not being a total robot and not being a total, inward-looking person either. You know?
If you could go back in time knowing what you know today and give your younger self one piece of advice, what would you say to her?
No.
No.
Nothing.
Nothing?
Everything was perfect the way it was because it took me to this moment.
Looking back, what do you wish young people knew earlier in life?
I think you know exactly what you should be doing when you at this point in your life. You can't say what you should have known and been better at. You can only do what you can do. You'll make yourself miserable thinking that you're not keeping up to what you should be.
What's one thing that when you were younger you put a lot of importance on, and as you got older you realized wasn't actually that important?
You want the truth? Chasing girls. And then I met my wife, and we've been married for 45 years. I saw the futility of that. It's a lot nicer to be in a very loving couple than to be chasing women all the time. Don't be afraid to fall in love. Yeah, no, it's true. Some people are. Some people are very sort of, they're afraid of becoming dependent or getting hurt or whatever, but you shouldn't.
You got to risk it.
What's your recipe for living a good life?
Do the right thing was the number one thing. That was my wife's credo. Keep your chin up, don't be judgmental, and give the other person the benefit of the doubt. Kindness, fairness, honesty. She had it all. She had it all. I mean, I could go on and on. She had it all.
A lot of people my age feel very lost in life. They feel like it's very hard to navigate their life, to figure out what they want to do. What would be your advice to those people? How do they figure their life out or piece it together?
Well, I'm 70 and I feel very much like you do. I mean, apart from wanting to have a really good relationship.
Fuck! Wait, what? He's a Ferrari fan. He's got that figured out. Smart. Good thinking. Ferrari.
Which I succeeded after a number of failures. I never really had any major goal. Never really had that kind of a priori list. It's sort of more like, wow, what does she like? I learned a bunch of things.
Mm-hmm. Do you regret that, not having a specific big goal?
At times, I felt I should have had some goals, that were more explicit, because then you can, put your efforts at achieving it. Sort of think like, well, maybe if I had them, I might have actually achieved them. Instead, I had quite a few, let's say, minor successes. Yeah, which. It is what it is.
It is what it is.
My advice to young people, smoke a lot of dope.
Well, not a lot. Not a lot, people. Don't
Especially before going to bed at night, I have either an edible or a joint of indica every night. Every night. And it relaxes me. Well, you should. The smell in the whole bloody house. You don't really get stoned, I must say. Well, maybe you do.
You wouldn't know, yeah.
We have to work with what we have and start from there.
How do we figure out what we need?
What costs us the most to do, that's what we need the most.
What costs us? Energy-wise? The effort. Is that also what scares us too?
Yes, scare, bored with, or no, I don't want to bother with that. Well, maybe you have to look into it.
Damn, that's probably really good advice. I think she's spitting. Also, the weed guy was funny. That's good advice, though. I think she's onto something with that.
Focus on all the noise that's around you. If there's nothing you could do about the noise around you, find something positive that you could do and affect other people. My expression is, I aspire to inspire.
If you could go back in time and give your younger self one piece of advice, knowing what you know today, what would you say to him?
Develop more personal friendships. Men don't usually have a lot of friends.
Watch
My wife
more
had
streamers.
hundreds. At her funeral, there were 150 people and 200 condolences on the website of the funeral home. She was really loved, and I know I can do better.
What is the value of community?
The value is very important. The influence is very important. If it's fraught with people who had, their own issues that got projected onto you or prevented you from seeing other opportunities, you're starting at a deficit. My wife came from a very supportive, loving family, very, very social, and I could see the, dramatic differences in how we approach life. And I think she ended up choosing some good people going forward.
Poor guy.
Me included, I guess.
Invest heavily in your relationships. Relationships are more important than anything else. Having relationships that are good or someone very close to you is worth everything, more important than anything else. Then from there you go on. But you have to have that. Don't cheat on it and don't run away from it.
Most people are not doing that. It's a very individualistic society right now that we live in.
I wanted to say invest in Dogecoin. That's not what she was not trying to say that. She invest in Dogecoin.
Themselves. Everyone's anxious about being forgotten or not get where they want to get. It's hard. Bloody hard today. I'm glad I'm not that young and struggling. I couldn't do it. I mean that I couldn't do secret.
Thank you so much for watching this video. Listen, our mission is not just to inspire you to live a more fulfilling life through these interviews, but to also give you the tools and resources you need to make it happen for yourself. The way that I was able...
All right, bro. I think that was interesting. The lady in the white hat that said what we need is usually in the effort we're avoiding out of fear or boredom or laziness. Your words resonated hard. Yeah, that lady was spitting. She was onto something. Atrioc, this video has to be fake because it takes place in Montreal and not a single French person came up and cursed them out for speaking English. Yeah, you're probably right, dude. You're probably right. They probably staged it. That's a bar. I want to see interviews with mad type old people and not happy type old people. Bro, watch politics then. We already did politics stuff earlier, bro. Now we're listening to happy old people. One more video? I can do one more video. I'm trying to find something interesting. Something interesting. I'm on a very learning pill lately. I've been spending a good amount of my day either reading or listening to podcasts or just learning. I'm on a learning kick. I would love to get a good, interesting video that is like not that long. I'm a learning pilled education maxer. Let's watch one Joe Rogan episode, start to finish, with pauses. So it'll take us about 6 hours. Dude, all my fucking YouTube recommended is fucking basketball now. I need like, it's ruined. I said I love basketball. I like watching it, but I used to have a really good feed. I used to have like an awesomely curated feed of interesting videos, and now it's all fucking basketball. These hacks make you shoot the ball perfectly. Fuck, dude. Come on. Oh, maybe this? No. What's about this?
This video.
How to be a pirate king? Nah. Short goated vid trust. How hot dogs are made. No, I don't want to watch how hot dogs are made. Oh, what about this? What about this? Oh, there's one about... No. There's one of... Yeah, this is interesting, I think. Something like this is so interesting to me because this guy has dedicated his whole life to helping McDonald's squeeze out more profit. That is Ian Borden's purpose on earth. And he's like good at it. And he knows it really well. And he's... But I just wonder if he's fulfilled. I think there's a fulfilling in being good at your job. And obviously he's well paid. But when you talk like this, it's so robotic. It's like there's no...
We're also investing for long-term growth in areas like digital and technology.
as well as our transformation efforts within our global business services organization. By leveraging the full strength of our global scale, we'll build new and modern capabilities and ultimately unlock speed and innovation for our entire McDonald's system.
The American consumer is starting to pull back on spending, and rising food and labor costs are causing the food industry to invest more into automation to lower labor costs and improve sales, in order to stay competitive and take advantage of shifting consumer tastes. 4. The same companies are now rolling out smart carts. Amazon is now selling grocers its Dash carts, and this is a smart cart by Caper Carts, which Instacart acquired in 2021.
What
the
does
carts
it
are in
do?
large chains like Kroger and ShopRite.
What's powerful about Caper is all the sensors on the device. So there's the camera sensors that look at the basket, there's the weights and measures certified sensor, and then there's the location sensor. And so what retailers are excited about is leveraging those sensors to make sure that they know exactly what's inside the shopping cart. And so, for example, even if somebody were to hide an item, for example, and put it into the cart, we know with certainty that with the weights and measures scale, that something went into the cart.
Man, finding how to scam these would be really fun. Like finding different ways to, I don't know, like trick the sensor into what you're putting in there and then walk out. Putting your purse down in the cart and having it yell at you. Yeah, interesting. So they just track everything in the cart so that you can just roll out with it, I guess.
Instacart also says the carts help customers stay within their grocery budgets.
By having the running total, they're able.
I assume the data is also interesting to them, like, you know, being able to track if a customer takes something out then puts it back. It's like, oh, what did they change their mind about, or, you know, like that.
To ensure that they stay on budget. There's no apprehension that when you get to the checkout line, you're over budget and you have to put things back. We're also seeing that customers really love the deals, the coupon clipping capabilities on the cart.
And that's just the tip of the iceberg in the fast food sector. McDonald's and Cali Express have opened fully autonomous stores that operate without human staff.
Because labor is one of the biggest costs for fast food players.
Cali Express parent company Yum Brands has even developed a training app for employees.
Once coupons are on, like, everyone can get them with one click, they just won't offer them. I feel like coupons are a way to price segregate. So it's like they can charge different price to people who are less able to pay. And so if you take the time and effort to clip a coupon or whatever, it's like they can get you to still buy it. But they won't have it if it can just be everyone can do it on the thing.
We've developed an internal mobile app called Super App that we've rolled out to over 9,000 restaurants across the world. And what it is, it's like having a digital coach in your pocket that helps our restaurant general managers identify areas that can continue to reduce costs of running a restaurant, coach team members in being able to do their job more efficiently, and really providing an overall better experience for us.
They have a fast food manager, Chat GPT, telling you what to do. That is literally like that short story I talked about.
To make sure that there aren't any waste in inventory.
The company's full portfolio includes popular food chains like Pizza Hut, Taco Bell, and KFC, and is heavily investing in automation. Its digital business is booming, with its digital sales accounting for 50% of sales in Q1 of 2024, a first for...
Maybe a week ago, we were trying to go out to dinner, and we're trying to pick a place on group chat, and then Lud was like, dude, I got this fire banh mi spot. I found a fire banh mi spot. It's fucking amazing. We gotta go. And so we all show up there, and I look in the window, and they're making fucking pizza. There's like two guys, I'm just going to say it, they're not Asian, and they're making pizza. And I checked the front. I'm there early. I checked the front. It's a fucking ghost kitchen that makes everything. There's like 42 restaurants out of this same building. And they're like, yeah, you could order banh mi. I mean, it's like all the different logos. It says like 42 logos, and then it's all just made for Uber Eats delivery. Was it good though? We didn't eat there. We obviously didn't eat that fucking world's most authentic banh mi.
for the company.
Where we can test any concept in a market, partner with a large tech giant, and be able to test things like AI and Gen AI with their franchisees. And where test results have shown is that when customers interact with that voice AI, we're at parity when it comes to accuracy. We're at parity when it comes to being able to understand what the customers want. And finally, customers are actually responding favorably, saying that the friendliness of the voice AI is in some cases exceeding that of a human.
72% of consumers actively use automated tech, like self-checkout and contactless.
Don't make them too friendly. People will just keep driving through. I think I'm really striking up a friendship with this, with the checkout order at Taco Bell.
Payment. According to research firm Software Advice, they found that although consumers appreciate the speed and efficiency of automation, they're still hesitant to embrace it everywhere.
We can go in and make sure that a customer comes into the app and feels a personal touch, where we know their name, we store their credit card information, and make things easy to do. If we give them value through exclusive deals and promotions unlocked our loyalty.
Knowing my name is the first step, but I would love if it knew my greatest fears. I wonder if it knew my soul. I want you to harvest so much data that when I open my fucking Pizza Hut app, it talks to my deepest yearnings and, fear of not belonging or whatever. I want it to be like I want you to write me a poem. And really build an attachment. I wanted to know me better than me. Exactly. I want my Pizza Hut ass to ask why I didn't challenge myself today. You know what I'm saying? Or ask about my nightmares I've been having. Yeah, exactly. I want it to really... I don't just want a pizza.
An app, and we're able to really see them where they're at and be able to suggest things that they might enjoy. All this ends up being an experience that they come back for, and it's not just...
Or if it knows that I only order pizza when I'm feeling kind of depressed and need a pick-me-up, I want it to subtly depress me. I wanted to try and kind of bring me down and then offer me a pizza as therapy so that I buy more pizza. That would be an awesome innovation.
The food.
We're in the try it and see phase of a lot of these AI technologies.
Not only are companies testing new technologies, they're also testing customer reactions. This is why some retailers are pulling back on self-checkout aisles.
Some customers have pushed back against that, which has meant that retailers have responded by reducing self-checkouts. With self-checkout, there are a lot more errors. People mis-scanning things, people maybe deliver.
Bro, people aren't mis-scanning. People are stealing, bro. They're not missing it, bro. They're scanning one, they're looking around, and they're pushing it. That's...
deliberately not paying for things and putting them in their bag, and it costs retailers a lot of money. And whilst they don't talk about theft a lot, it is one of the real reasons why people want to cut back on the use of self-checkout. But the other issue is that while self-checkout is liked by some people, it's absolutely hated by other people. It makes the customer do more of the work, and some people just don't like that, especially in a grocery store where you've got a lot of stuff to bag and scan, and it's seen as a deterioration of the service.
The reason why customers love Caper is because...
Dude, one thing I liked about the few years I lived in Europe was that the way the town was set up, it was less likely that you would have to do these massive grocery trips where you would get like enough food for a fucking winter. And you would often shop, for a few days because it's just it's so close and convenient, and you wouldn't have to, you could even shop for that night. But in America, I feel like, and I do this now. I mean, I do this with our grocery store. We shop these big fucking honking loads of groceries.
Of everything extending from the screen. It transforms shopping from being almost this utilitarian thing, a chore. You go to the store as a chore to a shopping adventure.
The tech isn't without challenges.
The problem with smart carts is they're a very expensive and over-engineered technology. You think about the number of carts an average supermarket has. That is going to cost an absolute fortune for most retailers to replace all those carts with smart carts.
Yeah.
And it's not going to happen on scale.
While grocery retailers struggle with self-checkout, fast food chains are placing more and more self-service kiosks in restaurants.
When customers come in, they love the ability to customize. And as they have the ability to customize, we're finding that's also helping customers discover new products that we love for them to learn about. And it's also helping us see bigger ticket size when it comes to our franchisee unit economics. We've seen ranges go from 18% higher through the use of kiosks up to 30 in some of our markets. And we think this is a win-win for both our customers and for them.
Me stuck in the corner of a party talking to this guy. Oh, dude, really? Wow, 13%? That's fucking awesome. That's so sick, bro. I'm gonna go get a beer. Do you want to? Shopping adventure. Interesting.
Up to 30 in some of our markets. And we think this is a win-win for both our customers and for Yum.
Retailers and fast food outlets can see the benefits, but some of the technology hasn't really proven itself. There are glitches, there are things that retailers need to look at and to iron out.
Self-checkout is struggling at grocers. Self-service is booming for fast food. AI tech in shopping carts is being well received, but AI in drive-thru faces many hurdles.
Wait, I don't get it. Why do you have to go to the fucking front if you have a self-checkout cart? What's the purpose of it? What's the purpose of this expensive-ass cart? You pay at cashier? Well, then... I guess... Oh, man. I feel like if you can't just fucking check out at the front, that's crazy. They just get rid of the scanning? Is the scanning that overwhelming? Oh, that's crazy. That seems like such a small efficiency gain.
Tech in shopping carts is being well received, but AI in drive-thru faces many hurdles. So where does technology go from here?
We remain confident that as we take a look at pricing across our brands and our markets, we'll continue to partner and find ways to make sure we can address cost pressures and give customers the value they expect and know that Yum and its brands will do.
In the future, you can imagine things like the Ask Instacart capability, where you could ask Instacart to budget you a full meal plan for the week. And you could imagine asking it to abide by certain dietary preferences that you have. And then as you get to the store, you can take that and sync it to the cart and then shop it really seamlessly.
As automation grows, so do the concerns around job losses. The Bureau of Labor Statistics forecasts a 2% drop in total retail jobs from 2022 to 2032. Still, the Bureau of Labor Statistics predicts that the industry will need more than 500,000 new workers each year to account for turnover. In the fast food industry alone, the Bureau of Labor Statistics predicts job openings will grow by 2%, with 1 million new workers needed each year from 2022 to 2032.
It's not like automation has replaced all of these jobs. I think the worry is that over time it will replace more of these jobs, and it will lead to it becoming a lot more difficult for folks to get these entry-level positions. We're not quite at that stage yet, but we are in danger of going there at some point in the future. And a decision has to be taken as to how we deal with that. Now, it's possible that grocery chains and other retailers will create other roles. There could be customer service-facing roles, more associates wandering the aisles to help customers find things. So we could see these roles replaced with different types of positions, but the danger is that some of these traditional positions might disappear because ultimately retailers do want to reduce costs, and automation gives them a way to do that.
What we do believe is that technology can play a really big role in empowering our team members to spend more time on valuable activities like spending time with the customer. And technology can help in areas that our customers really value. Things like improving order accuracy, reducing the wait time, increasing the speed at drive-thru, We see a lot of upside over the next several years with AI and technology being able to enhance customer experience while making the team members' job a lot easier.
That longer term vision we have, that on a 5 to 10 year horizon, customers shouldn't have to choose between shopping online and in-store. It'll be one single personalized mode, all powered by Instacart.
While food prices do remain an important part of a customer's decision, we believe that the experience that they have digitally is going to be a key differentiator. Today, customers want more than just the meal.
Is he reading off a prompter, or is he really that robotic?
Easy, frictionless experiences. And for us, that's why we're investing so heavily into things like AI, self-service kiosks, drive-through, and other things that can help automate a lot of the work that goes on.
Interesting. He's reading, I guess. I mean, it felt so weird and staged. Ladies and gentlemen, that is my stream for today. Thanks for watching. Good to see you again. Sorry I've been a little out. Well, it's Tuesday, right? I just missed Monday, but I have had an abundance of things. I oversubscribed myself this week. It's a busy, busy week. Yeah, I got a pretty important meeting tomorrow, and hopefully wish it goes well. And a sponsor I signed up for I have to do, and just a couple things. So X-Men this week, yeah, and then marketing tomorrow, and okay. Thanks for watching. Appreciate you. See you tomorrow. Sevens. Have a great night. Goodbye. Oh, and the boys on Friday. Thanks for my happy partner anniversary. Bye.